Hey everybody. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why the hell screen last night like that? Come on in. We made it worse. Come on. Stay there. Why won't stay? Hold it. Hold it, man. Just hold it. Damn, hold it right there. God done. Give me a hard time. No, it's still lopsided. The courier is not holding it. The phone. We'll get a new phone holder. Matter of fact, we might buy one during the shift. So alrighty, y'all. We heard the first part. Let's we got some music ready to go here. Kenneth Bird said that we have a great screen and we can't give a black level. So first off, let's show you the black level. See, this guy talk. We got the blinds open. So even with the blinds open, ladies and gentlemen, with sunlight coming in, you still see a black level. Okay? That's number one. Now, Kenneth Bird want to talk about our lighting. This lying piece of shit. That's what he is. A lying sack of shit. All that whining and bitching, talking about he got companies. Where they at? Where they at? Where the investors? Where are they? People dying to get this paint. Where are they? Where they at, Kenny? I don't see nobody. But I do see with all that lighting. See, these are tests you won't do. Look at the light hitting that screen. Look at the light hitting that screen. But can I show you something though, Kenny Bird? Look at the color. Look at the color. With all that light, the young dude is still trying to give you a black level. But you don't lose the color. Do you understand, sir? You do not lose the color. You don't lose your white level. When you do your paint, you got to take all the color out and try to make that blue-green tint look white. And you got to pick videos that got strong colors so that even when you drain the color, or you dump all that light on it, or use the SRO in the camera, the blast, the screen, you need something with a lot of color so that when you drain the color out, it still look like something. And that's what I point out. And I'd be glad to go in front of any judge, any courtroom, and show them why I think your paint is dog shit. Now this screen costs $30. You talking about charging something like $600 for a gallon of paint that don't fucking work. And I proved it. Your shit don't work, Kenny. You act like you're an expert. You're not no expert, punk. You're a loser. You spent 15 years and don't know shit. I did more in 6 months than you did in 15 years. There is a bed sheet that's on this wall first that match your paint. It match your Phantom. It match your Home Cinema Purple Piss. It match your FLE. It matched them. So I matched you on my own in less than 6 months. Solid Waste 5 gave me this screen. I was going to tell them to cancel it. I had already matched your paint. But then it was too late. And we got this screen. God made sure he wanted me to have this screen. And we got the screen. And it been on the wall. And ain't nobody been able to beat it. Now, none of your paint can't do nothing that I just said. Because you can't produce any white levels. You can't produce color. You gotta have one or the other. You gotta have color and no white, or have white and no color. Which one is it, Ken? 15 years. You not on my level, bitch. 15 years and you can't do what I do. You still gotta use that little cheap anti-use monitor because you can't trust your paint. You can't trust your paint to do data stuff on it. And we use data projectors, but you can't use your paint to show data. Like eBay, Amazon, you gotta go to the little monitor. That's proof that you don't know what the fuck you're doing, sir. That's proof. You your own worst enemy. Every demonstration you do kills your punk ass. Everyone, it kills you. It kills your paint. You are a fucking loser. And I challenge you, Kenneth Bear, you are a loser. Let's not make no mistake, you are a fucking loser. You are a super loser. Let's, you always want to show, can we get the 3D cottage? 3D Winter Cottage? You never want to help me out, do you? It still ain't coming up. Come on, man. I'll type it in. Y'all see, it still ain't pop up, but I typed it in. You know you wrong for that. There it is. But we don't want the Winter Cottage. I want the, what you call them? Where is it? The Winter Cottage is too easy. Where's the one when we go to the Winter Wonderland? Where's the Winter Wonderland at? That's what I want. Where's the Winter Wonderland? Ah, you're not gonna show it to us, huh? So you gonna horse up. Alright. Take out cottage. Cottage too easy. I want the Wonderland. You know the one Kenny never showed? Where's the Wonderland? They ain't the one I wanted, but I'll take it. They ain't the only one. Where is the Wonderland that showed them going through the town? Where's the one going through the town? Ain't that called the Wonderland? I mean, I go back to the other one. Ain't that big a deal. Where's the one when they go through the town? It's the same thing as the 3D cottage, but they going through the town. So you're not going to let me see it, huh? You're not going to let me see it, huh? I typed it in it, and we still can't see it. Okay, we ain't gonna cry about it. You know you're wrong. Alright, scroll back up. First thing we see. Winter Wonderland, first thing we see. Oh, we still lopsided. Is the screen lopsided or is the phone lopsided? That's the question. Did that help? Oh, that made it worse. What about this way? Come on, man, stay that way. You keep trying to go back over. Why? Then move that over there. Nah, it's too high. Bring it down. Right there. What about now? I'm gonna leave it be. We're gonna have to get a new tripod holder. We're using the S24, and it's too heavy for it. The S24 is too heavy. Hey, Kenneth Barry, we have an S24. What are you using, sir? We have an S24, Ken. What are you using? What are you using, you loser? You say there ain't no lighting in here. You wish your crappy paint could do this. I know that you live talking shit, you ain't even showing your paint. Because you know I'm going to destroy it. You know I'm going to destroy it. And we can turn the laser off. Look at that light hitting that screen. Kenneth Bird said it's not bright in here. Look at that light hitting that screen. Thought you said it wasn't bright in here, Kenneth Bird. Look at that light hit that screen, and we got the blinds open. Thought Kenneth Bird said it's not bright in here. Hey, Crow said he's live going at you right now, laugh out loud. He said that's all he can do is just rant all day. Hey, Crow, you've been following Kenneth Bird longer than I have. You have been following Kenneth Bird a lot longer than I have. I've only been following him for 31 months. Can you explain to me why Kenneth Bird keep talking about his ad tech when the shit don't work? I don't care if he's using 300 lumens, 50 lumens. I don't care if he got the $3,000, what is it, the Emerson, whatever he got. It don't do it from the front. The only way he get an image from the front is if it's dark out there. And you can do that with a white screen. You can take a white screen outside in the dark. His ad tech is shit. He gonna talk about a LED is more expensive. If it's gonna do the job and you want it, you gonna pay for it. So why would somebody want to settle for shit you can only see in red projection mode that you can't see from the front? That means you're going to have to set up your screen and you're going to have the projector 12 feet on the other side, not 12 feet by you. It's going to be on the other side 12 feet away. So you outside at the park. Why can't somebody just walk by, pick up the projector, yank out the wires, and keep right on running? By the time you get to where the projector is, they on the other side of the park. So who the hell want that ad tech shit? All you gonna do is get your projector stolen. That's all you gonna do. Get your stuff took. So Kenneth Barrett, your shit is obsolete. It's outdated. It's trash. It's garbage. It's garbage, Ken, and you know it's garbage. And you still come in every day and try to sell it. Try to sound like you intelligent. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You talking about you the only one to do tests. Hey, Crow, how many times did you make fun of me going to Walmart and getting the sheets and the blankets and getting the tablecloths and getting the curtains? How many times did you and the Crowcasters make fun of me? Now, I never fooled with the paint, but I fooled with the fabrics. And I know that Kenneth Bird sets his camera up with that white light blasting, and whether it's the ISO, whether it's the spotlight that I caught him with a couple weeks ago that he carried in his hand past the screen, when he was showing the little Kimmy, there was a ball of light right there in front of the screen. And when he walked by, it was on his back. I even caught him today. He had the lights. He turned the lights off, and you saw that big spotlight, whatever he's using, blast the screen. I got a video about it. How come he ain't got not one video? I got hundreds of videos catching Kenneth Bird scamming. He ain't got one catching me scamming. He won't even show a video. He know he can't win. Y'all be in the dark. Y'all be in the dark. Y'all sit in the dark. You be in a dark environment. You don't have no light on the screen. I see light. We not running. I didn't pick this video, YouTube did. The video I put on been went off. And we didn't have to be like Ken and run and change it. We confident whatever come on that screen gonna look good. We confident. I don't know who's gonna watch a projection screen and this much lighting, but we can do it. I don't know who would want to watch it this much. He's like killing the hell out of me. But the option is there for $30. Kenneth Bird talking about 800, 600, 1200, 500 for that bullshit ass paint. Get his paint from the Family Dollar. Talking trash. Y'all be ashamed of yourself, Kenneth Bird. Family Dollar rollers, Family Dollar tape, Family Dollar paint. You do everything ghetto. And yet you want to charge a whole bunch of money. You don't put no money into your setup, Kenneth Bird. You don't put no money in your setup, but yet you want to extract the most profit from it. That makes you a scammer. That makes you a loser. That makes you a cheat, a con man, a bum. I told everybody, soon as you got your money, you was gonna be back doing demonstrations, and you was right there. You got up early in the morning and went out. Probably standing outside Family Dollar waiting for them to open. You loser. And you so stupid, you come right on camera. Yeah, I was at Family Dollar today. We know you was, punk. So you get your chips from, you get your little bit of honeys, you get your marshmallows, you eat up with the eating gun. He talking about you in great shape. Your body's in terrible shape. You too old to eat like a kid. But listen to you, you're a damn bodybuilder. And then when you try to eat real food, your body turn on you and you get the runs. We don't see you for 8 or 10 hours. Because then you ain't got the runs. You run into the office bathroom every daggone minute. Your body used to eating tater chips. Soon as you go buy a hoagie, your whole body shut down. Let's go take a look at this loser. As y'all see, we don't do that portrait crap. To me, that's amateurish. To do it short, you have to. Look how small this screen is. Come on, Kenny. You can't even fill a screen out. You gonna be a professional. I'm gonna charge a whole bunch of money. You're a loser. But let's see what this loser gotta say. Let's see what this loser gotta say, y'all.
First things first, my name is Kenneth Burr. Our company is ILPD Technology Screens. And we have people out there at the end of the day that are very jealous of our work. I mean, very jealous. And because
first of all, I don't sell anything. How am I jealous? I can't stand the smell of paint. It makes me ill. So why would I be jealous over paint? Why would I be jealous? First of all, I'm not Mr. Williams. Let's get that straight. I'm not Mr. Williams, first of all. Let's get that straight. I'm the minister. I'm not Mr. Williams. Let's get that straight. But if paint makes me sick, if paint makes me ill, the smell of it, why would I be jealous of you having it? I don't want me knowing it. Now, if you would watch a video, you would know that I can't stand the smell of paint. When I was growing up, whenever the house got painted, I had to go stay with my grandma, with my aunts, until it aired out. So when you say I'm jealous of something that makes me ill, it makes no sense. Why would you be jealous of something that make you ill? You don't do your research. But why would I be jealous of you? You supposed to get a check and have a company, and you live like a homeless person. A homeless person standing on the corner with a cup live better than Kenneth Burr do. You got to depend on your sister and sleep on her laundry room floor in that raggedy row house. You the one that come here and lie. You come here and lie and say she got all these jobs. Yeah, she can't get you a bed. She got all these jobs that can't get you a room. She worked for the IRS. She worked for the media. She worked for the courthouse. That's bullshit. So where is she? She supposed to be filing charges against Mr. Williams. Where is she? I thought she was filing charges against Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams said he needs some money. And you ain't got none, but supposedly she do. Where the charges at? 6 Mondays in a row. And you said today you was going to go file charges. Your ass out there playing in the park. You piece of shit. You out there playing in the park. Yeah, Crow, I'm getting you. ICE going to get you today. We're going to get you out of here. And I'm going to get the $100 million lawsuit against Partey. And we're going to get Mr. Williams picked up. He getting 304. And you sitting there playing in the fucking park. You playing in the park. And you showed yourself in the park. And YouTube took exception to what I said. Cause I paused it right there when you were showing yourself. And I said, you look like a damn junkie. I said, are you on the meth? Are you on the crack? Are you sucking on a pipe? Look at your lips. And YouTube took down the video. You talking about shooting everybody, killing everybody, all that shit. But I said you like a damn junkie. And they took down the video and put a warning on the channel. It's only a warning. Channel's still up. It's still live streaming and everything. But, you know, you got that warning sitting there. So if we get hit again, then you know, you can't do nothing for 7 days. You get hit again, you can't do nothing for 90 days. You get hit again, the channel gone forever. So we're not even going to even chance any of that. That's why we went on and just moved over here. Just leave that channel alone. But all I said was, you look like a junkie. You're like a crack addict. You look like you've been sucking on a glass tube. And YouTube, that violated that, what you call it. But you sit there and talk about how you going to kick somebody in the balls. You're going to kick them in the shin. You're going to kick them in the throat. Somebody in the car, when they put their leg out there, you're going to take your foot and crush their leg against the car door. You said if anybody come to Allentown on site, the police said you can shoot them. You said the Allentown Police Department gave you permission to kill. You said that, sir. You said it. And YouTube don't do nothing. You make up stuff. You said the minister scammed people. You ain't showed nobody. You said he scammed people in the building he live in. You ain't showed nobody. You ain't showed no evidence. You ain't showed no evidence. You got letters. A picture of me opening my balcony door. But you sent me a picture of yourself standing in front of a bathroom mirror in your drawers. In your drawers. And you pose for that. You pose. That's called pornography. And you sent it through the mail. They were postcards. That means anybody could have seen it. Suppose some of the kids in the building would have seen it. The people that work in the mail carrier office that sort the mail, they had to see it. The mail carriers, they had to see it. Don't nobody want to look at you with them daggone crack addict lips. And Crow said something. He said he's saying you make black ministers look bad, laugh out loud. And Stanley is rolling on his grave because I'm selling Spider-Man stuff. Stan Lee is gone. Stan Lee don't give a darn about nothing. He gone. Kenneth Bird don't care about Stan Lee. He trying to use Stan Lee for his narrative. The fact of the matter is, Kenneth Bird don't deliver. So, Crow, you here in the chat. Obviously, ICE ain't got you. You supposed to got picked up today. You supposed to got picked up Monday. You supposed to got picked up last Friday. You supposed to got picked up the Monday before that. You supposed to got picked up the Friday before that. You supposed to got picked up the Monday before that. You supposed to got picked up the Friday before that. You supposed to got picked up the Monday before that. Kenneth Bird don't deliver. He don't deliver. I gotta talk to the detectives and you ain't gonna do shit. I don't know if I still got the video, but Kenneth Bird showed some envelopes from Mr. Williams, right? Said that he was going, this was a Tuesday. He said he was taking them down to the FBI and he went out the garage door. 2 days later, Kenneth Bird was back, saying that he got more letters. He had the same envelope and had the same 2 letters that he was going to take to the FBI. So Tuesday, Thursday, then Saturday, he came back. I got 2 more letters, and I'm taking these all down to the FBI. I thought you went Tuesday. We thought you went Thursday. Now it's Saturday. You know you're not open on Saturday. Come on, Kenny. You think we stupid? Come on, man. And you're not in like Philadelphia or Pittsburgh. You in Little Allentown. Ain't nobody there over the weekend. Come on, Kenny. We stupid. Kenny Bird think we stupid. He think we don't see the stuff that he do. Instead of coming clean and saying, look, let me show y'all my setup. Now I'm going to get you locked up. If I can destroy your demonstration, why you can't destroy mine? If I can destroy your demonstration, why you can't destroy mine? Because see, the fact of the matter is, we're zoomed in right now. I could zoom out. And the black level will get twice as better. But I ain't a coward like you. I don't want nobody to see no itty bitty screen. We talking about projection screens. So if I'm trying to tell you about a projector screen, I should at least have 120 inches up on the wall. I shouldn't have no 30 inches, 20 inches. That's not a projection screen. That's a TV. Little cheap TV you can go on eBay and get for $50. You can go on eBay and get a 32-inch TV for $50. You can get a 40-inch for less than $100. Why would somebody want to give you $500? Go buy a $16 projector, HDMI cords. Are you going to tell them how to take the saturation out? Are you going to tell them how to make their eyes do the ISO? How you going to make somebody's eyeballs do it? How do you make somebody's eyeballs do the tricks you do with the ISO and that light that you beam at the screen? Are you going to tell the customer, do they have to watch your paint through a phone? They got to do your tricks and watch a 120-inch screen through that phone. That's the only way it's going to look good, halfway decent. It ain't going to look good, look halfway decent. What they're going to have to do, they're going to have to look through the phone. That's what they're going to have to do. Look through the phone. Let's listen to this retard.
Can't figure out how to do it themselves. They think they know our products, which I cannot express this enough. You don't know our stuff. And again, this is why we have something called matching better demonstrations, where you can come in and make your product and try to match our demonstrations. It's very simple, very easy. But
first of all, I don't make anything, but I have done your match or betters. You just don't watch them. You don't acknowledge them. I've done your match or betters. I've gone outside. Cost me my daggone $725. It cost me my off the short throw laser, but I went outside. And my demonstration looked better than that AdTech shit you doing. We in the bright sunlight. You in the shade. You out there at dusk and dawn. You ain't out there when the sun at its brightest. We went out there and had the sun in our face. And I showed it to you several times. Showed you the sun. We do our tests when the sun come in here every day. I must have hundreds of videos where we start at 10 in the morning and we stay till the sun go down. Where your demonstrations at, Kenny? Where your demonstration? Where they at? You ain't got them. You ain't even done a live demonstration with the AdTech. Because you can't cheat. You got to be a certain angle to even get a picture. Your AdTech is shit. Your paint is shit. You can get mad all you want. Prove me wrong. You can't. I've gone outside in the bright light. You can see the sunlight coming in here now, cutting across the screen. I've been out there in the sunlight. I asked the people if they would help me get a Pico projector. And I was going to take the other young dude, put it in the backpack with the Pico projector, go out there to a park, set it up on a bench or something, hanging from a tree or whatever I could find. And I could sit in the chair and put the projector in my lap, the little Pico or whatever. I could put that in my lap and just aim it and do the test. Not a problem. Didn't nobody donate. The guy next door found one. It was like $40. Didn't nobody donate. Some of you would say, well, why didn't you put up the $40? I'm good. I got my screen. I don't need nothing. Why I got to spend $40? But I'll do the work. You want me to go out there and do the work? I'll go do the work. But it don't benefit me. I'm doing it for y'all. I ain't doing it for me. I'm good. Doesn't benefit me at all. I don't get nothing out of it. But if y'all pay for the projector, I will go out there and do the test. I'll do the legwork. And we're not going to cheat. And we're going to be live. And we're going to have both cameras going. And you'll be able to see in 360 that I'm not cheating. That's the beauty of that 360. You'll be able to see I'm not cheating. Because you'll be able to see every move. Not just the front of the phone. No. 360 catches everything. So you can't cheat. That's why Kenneth Bird will never use 360. He will never use it. He can't cheat. You're a loser, Kenneth Bird. Where your investors at? I thought you had companies. I thought you had grants. Where they at? You said you was moving into what did you say? It was a garage storage house, 20-something thousand square feet. Where is it? You still in the office. You still in the office. You ain't got nowhere. Ain't done nothing, ain't got nowhere. Keep talking about it take you 20 minutes to make paint. 20 minutes and you got a new paint. Kenneth Bird, I can sit there and take any old song and roast you with it. And the shorts are only 3 minutes. Is it going to be any good? It'll be funny. It won't be good. It'll be funny, but it won't be good. You know why? Because I haven't taken the time to write the words out and playing the music. And no, I just throw it out there. We just do it. We don't think about it. We just do it. It can never be as good as when you plan it. So your paint ain't no good because you don't plan it. You just throw this shit together. Throw this shit together and say, hey, I got something new. It's the same shit. Still can't get no white. Still got dog collar. And you sit there and you blast white at the screen and you blow out all the certifieds. You blow out Crow's paint. You blow out Partey's paint. You blow out the white piece of paper. You blow out the daggone $1.99 dollar store gray. You blow all that out. And you think because there's an image on your side that it's a win. No, it's not a win. Because the image is shit. It's dog shit. And I've said it before. If I had to choose between watching Kenneth Bird's paint or watching a gray or white screen in the dark, I'll sit in the goddamn dark and watch the white or gray screen. I know I'm going to get a decent white. I know I'm going to get some bright colors. I'm going to get my detail and my shadows. Kenneth Bird paint, you don't get nothing. you got at least have 6,000 lumens to push anything through Kenneth Bird paint. And he tried to lighten it. He trying his darndest. I remember when I was using the gray, when I was using the dark gray bed sheet, we were getting the black level with the lights off. We were getting a damn good black level. Kenneth Bird had made 2 weeks prior to that, 5 of his videos said that gray was useless. I made that video showing gray producing a black level. All of a sudden, Kenneth Bird come live a couple days later, and he using gray. And once again, I recorded that part and I showed it. I still got the screenshot, where you can see when he had the panel up. And he's so stupid, he don't realize that he had painted, he was in the garage. He had painted the desk black. And so they were next to each other, and you were seeing, why is that black over there, and why is that gray? You were trying to copy the gray. And every so often, I got a new gunmetal. Yeah, you can see the screen's not black, it's gray. I thought you said it was obsolete. It's useless. Then why you keep running back to it? Because you can't get white and color on your black. You can't do it. You can't do it, Ken. And I got to tell you, I was concerned. And Crow said something. Hold on, let me see what Crow said. Crow said at this point, whoever buys from him are a bunch of idiots. They can't see what we see, that ugly garbage image, then they deserve to be scammed. You know what, Crow? I'm starting to feel the same way, because it's getting boring, and it's getting irritating. Because Kenneth Bird, you can't tell him nothing. You can't tell Kenneth Bird nothing. That ad tech look gray to me. It don't look black. His screen's been getting lighter and lighter. But he'll tell you that, you know, can't get no contrast with a gray, you can't. But yet he's sitting there trying to use it. I'm like, what? He say one thing and do something else. Yeah, I'm going down there first thing in the morning. I'm going to go down there. He come back live, he going there and walk and talk. Come back live again, he playing video games. Thought he supposed to be down there at the police station. He full of crap. Kenneth Bird, you can't sue nobody, you ain't got no money. He even said himself, yeah, you know, the reason why, you know, I haven't gone after Crow is because, you know, I don't want to pay the money for the court cases, and then they deport him, and then I can't get my money back. What? You say you make $2,000 a day. How much it cost? What is it, like $60 to file small claims court? So you make $2,000 a day, and you can't come up with $60. But you gonna try and come up with money to get that wooden fan, ain't you? You got money to buy them old raggedy PC parts, don't you? You got money to get them cheap dollar store rollers, don't you? But you ain't got the money to sue nobody. Huh? Gonna lie and talk about you got a home front. We already caught you lying about the home front when you was in the garage. You said, yeah, I got stuff coming to the home front today. You out there doing a walk and talk. The daggone truck ride by. You start running behind the truck. Oh, man. Oh, man. You ran a half a block. You in such great shape. You ran a half a block, y'all. And he had just started the walk and talk. He only got a couple blocks away. So he shouldn't have been tired. He ran half a block. It was a... And guess what? He didn't run home. Where he run to? He ran to the garage. He said the packages were coming to his home front. He went to the garage. That's his home. So when you lie and say you got a home front now, we look at you like you retarded. We'll pay you a bit of mind, Kenny. Yeah, I got the home front now. I got a 150 inch. How the hell you got a 150 inch screen in a damn laundry room? How you got a 150 inch screen in a laundry room? And I know your sister ain't letting you put nothing in that house. She know that this screen paint is dragging you down and you need to stop. And I know she's told you that, hey, I'm going to do the Kenneth Berg. I know your sister has told you, go get a job. Get your own place. Ain't nothing worse than being up under a woman and she paying the bills. Boy, I know she be talking you a damn dog. Yeah, you still laying around here, still messing with that paint, you sorry bastard. If you wasn't my brother, I'd kick you out of here. You sit there and listen to it. I know. That's why you come ranting and raving. You sit there and listen to that shit. Crow says he had the scam in lockdown because YouTube and PayPal protects him and he could get away with all the lies. And then now he's saying he'll get us in November. What the fuck? That November will be a nightmare for the both of us. Oh, Lord, he ain't moved it again. Hey, Crow, when I first started banging on Kim, he said you was going to be gone before Christmas. That was 2 Christmases ago. We about to hit the 3rd Christmas. He supposed to have you locked up. Christmas of 23. That went by. Christmas 24 went by. He keeps showing numbers. He keeps showing case numbers that he got for you. The case number was dated August 16th. August 16th for 24. So he ain't been back to the police station in a year. But he'll tell you, I got a case number right here. The idiot showed the date. He's stupid. Why would you show the date? So he ain't moved it to November. Sad.
We just pretty much get the same old frying one we usually used to. So, Mr. Williams, for some reason, and I don't know why, you speak about this kind of technology because you don't even know black technology. I've seen the screen you had on your wall. It was very dark. The colors were dark. The white numbers were dark. It was just an awful problem.
Well, Kenneth Berg, you blind as a bat, sir. You blind as a fucking bat. You are blind as a fucking bat, okay? First of all, I'm not Mr. Williams. So maybe Mr. Williams, when we talking about his screen, I'm not Mr. Williams. I'm the minister. I'll put my screen up against anybody's. And I gotta tell you something. The reason why I stayed with the ultra short throw, I didn't think that I could carry a long throw. I didn't think that I had enough space. Because when you go on Projector Central, they'll tell you that you're supposed to have it 19 feet back. I saw one projector, they said you're supposed to have it 24, 25 feet back. I was like, damn. They're not going to let me put that up there on the wall like that. So that's why I stayed away from long throws. But when we did the outside demonstration and we came back in and the projector didn't want to stay on, I had to make a decision. And so we took a chance and got a long throw. And I got to say, even though it's a little lopsided on the right because I got it on the left. And this projector don't have lens shift. So I can't shift the lens over. So it's at an angle. And that's why it shifts like that. Other than that, that's my only complaint. And it's on the right-hand side tipping down. I don't look over there. Don't bother me at all. I don't notice it. I would have to sit there and look at the right side, the bottom corner, and just look at it and look at it and look at it. You ask me, I think the long throw is doing better than the short throw did. In my opinion. I know one thing, I don't spend, I make fun of people for spending hours trying to calibrate. If you mess with a daggone ultra short throw, man, you're going to spend hours trying to get the screen straight the way you want it. I ain't got no choice now. It makes it easy. It is what it is. I ain't got to sit there and try and get it. I spend more time trying to get the phone to be straight than I do with the projector. Trying to get the phone straight for what I'm doing right now. And I'm still not happy. I'm going to have to get a new, what do you call it? I have to get a new tripod holder. The part that holds the phone, that one is loose. And so I can't get the phone to be straight. It won't sit, it's always up or down. It never sits straight. It's always down or up, down or up. And that's why we got that angle. But I got news for you. At 120 inches, so what? I look at the center of the screen. I don't look to the right or left unless there's something over there for me to look at. I look directly at the center, so it don't bother me. That might bother other people. It don't bother me. Otherwise, I'll be spending hours trying to get it just right. And I got it on top of a microwave. It's on top of a microwave. It's on top of 2 boxes. That means every time I open the microwave, the projector shifts. Every time I close it back, it shifts. I will be spending hours trying to put it right back in the right spot. Like, F it. This is good, right? I'm good with this. I'm good with it. And some days, it'll be straight. And some days, it'll be a little off center. Hey, beautiful picture. And we got 500 lumens less than we had with the off the short throw, which was sitting 3 feet away. We got the long throw 12 feet away with 500 less lumens. I'm happy. So you can tell me I'm not on your level, I'm not in your league. I'm fine. You the one that's out here struggling. You the one that got to do all that lying and cheating. You the one that got to do all that scamming. I don't. You get a projector that can do 3,500 lumens, you good to go. I wouldn't go under 3,000. That's my opinion. 27 might work. $2,700 might work. I haven't tried it. I haven't gone below 3,000, so I can't tell you. I can only speak on what I know. Difference between me and Kenny, I don't make stuff up. I only tell you what I know. That way you can't come back and say, well, you said this the same way I do to Kenny, right? You said this. Why you didn't do it? You said that. Why you didn't do it? I didn't say that. Yes, you did. That's why I ain't scared to go to court. Take me minutes to make you look stupid. Minutes.
Yeah, and keep in mind they can't do repetitive business and face you out anyway. But anyway, so yeah, you don't know what you're talking about.
So you said that I can't run a business. Actually, Kenneth Bird, why couldn't I? If I wanted to do what you do and cheat and lie, ain't you running a business? And you want a disability? Ain't you running a business? Anybody locked you up, bitch? Has anybody took your benefits? So you can do it and I can't do it. This is the kind of stuff I say you talk out the side of your mouth. What you say makes no damn sense. That's why you are a bum and a loser. What you say out your mouth makes no sense. You saying because of where I live and the benefits I get, I can't do what you doing. Somebody could just as easily call in on you and get the Social Security to look into you. Show them the videos. Are you saying you make $2,000 a day? I'm told Social Security is going, no, you making $2,000 a day. Why are you taking less than $1,000 a month from the government? So the government would love to hear about that. It's been done to me. That's why I won't do it. But keep messing with me. It's been done to me. People lied and told them that I was making all this money. I sent them the daggone stats. I said, do you want the email or do you have a number I can text you? And went on. Took screenshots of the YouTube analytics, sent it right to them. A minute later, lady came back, case closed. Sorry to bother you. They said you making thousands of dollars a month. He said, you ain't even making, you making $50 a year. They ain't gonna fool with that. But you saying you make $2,000 a month. Out your own mouth. You said it several times. One time you said $2,000 a week. 3 other times you said $2,000 a month. No, you said $2,000 a month, and you said $2,000 a week. See, you lie. You can't even keep that straight. How you making $2,000? All I gotta do is ask the guy next door to look on your website and see what you made. According to him, you got 8 sales so far this year, and 2 of them went back, didn't they? Eight sales all year. I'm gonna give you credit for those 2. We'll say 8. 8 sales since January 1st. So we're in the 9th month. How many times 9 going to 8? 1 time. So what's that? 1.2, $110, $115 a month. That what you making? No wonder you can't get out the daggone. I ain't gonna say nothing. That's why you can't get out the office. That's why you still in the sister's laundry room floor. You doing all this work up here first thing in the morning for what? $110 a month? That what you average? But you sit here and talk like you're an expert, that you doing all these fancy stuff. You got investors and people buying your paint. Why you on YouTube? You admit it. You said YouTube don't support you. The people don't support you. They're not buying the paint. So you're not coming no more. You got the people in Allentown. You got companies. Screw everybody on YouTube. Yet you here every day bright and early trying to sell us crap. Your word don't mean nothing. You a bum.
And I can clearly take a black surface, put it on a standalone by itself, and then basically hit it on the rush screen, and it doesn't even read. So again, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Because the one thing you don't do is you don't put several things on the same screen. That's something I noticed that y'all do. And I've done it to be smart. But you don't put white with gray. You don't put white with black. And vice versa. You don't. You give them their own screen. Because Kenneth Bird, when I remember when Crow sent his hybrid, he sent me a screen. He sent me your LFE, and then Silent sent me the Purple Piss, the Home Cinema Purple Piss, and well, that's he called it Purple Passion. We called it the Purple Piss, and the Black Phantom. When I put them up there with Crow's hybrid, you couldn't see a damn thing. Your paint was dark as hell. But when we got the young dude,
and I put your paint up there with the young dude, all of a sudden, we got an image. Why is that? Because it was on a black screen. So when you sit there and you put those panels and you talking about your black changed the color of the gray and all that mess, you don't put the screens on the same screen. You separate them. That's why we got white on the ceiling. We got black on the wall. White on the ceiling, black on the wall. And we could compare the two in real time. So when you hear me say, how does it do against the white? How does it match up against the white? How come I can have my lights on, 200 watt bulbs beaming down, 400? If you count the 200 watt tubes in the kitchen that beam in here, and you count the sunlight, the sun's going down. Why is it that I can still see a good image of my white? Why that? But when you show white, the white gone. There ain't nothing. When you show the white gone. It's gone. There ain't nothing there. It's gone. The black washes out. We use the same kind of projectors. You can't say that. So why is it that the white don't wash out? But when you show the white up there with your black, and you blast all that light you do, the white washes out. Why? Why, Kenny? Because you know you're not supposed to put different colors on the same screen. You're supposed to have them separated. Separated with their own projection. So you can see how they do. Because the white going to make the black look darker. The black going to make the white or gray look brighter. So you don't put them on the same screen. That's just my opinion. Because I've done it. I've got videos where I got 10 panels on the damn screen. At the same time. Curtains, parties, crows, Kenneth Bird, all on screen at the same time. It look a hot mess. I'm only talking about what I've done. I don't talk about what I don't know. That's a mistake Kenneth Bird make. Talking about stuff he don't know. Inventing stuff to go along with his narrative. And then when you ask him about it, he get mad. Whatever. Whatever. Anytime he say whatever, he just lied to you. One thing I know about Kenneth Bird.
We really don't know technology at this point. Let me grab something here. So, the technology you've seen in the thumbnail is a screen that allows it to read at 50 to 300 lumens outside. It can read in direct sunlight. It has the ability to read and do another.
No, it can't. Why you keep lying? No, it can't. It cannot read in direct sunlight. Why are you lying? You ain't done not one demonstration in direct sunlight. Not one. It take me seconds to point out where the shade is. There ain't no sun out. It take me seconds. Even the video where you showing the daggone glass and you see the stairs, you can see the lights. The lights ain't gone off or they just came on. So you was out there at dusk or you was out there at dawn. Do you not understand how easy it is to break down your demonstration? Why do you think I keep telling you take me to court? It takes me seconds to break your stuff down. Seconds, because you're a scammer. Difference between me and you, I can take any one of these projectors and the young dude and go anywhere. On demand. With no problem. You can't do that, sir. That's why you paint shit. Somebody said fast forward to the middle.
Things besides being used for studying dark history. That's why I study. I study all the stuff that really went on. What they give you over in the history books is very, very light version of it. But that's what Black Friday stands for. It actually stands for slavery, sale of slaves. You ever played the game called, oh my goodness, it was so accurate, the game was very accurate. I played Mafia. I think it's when they had the African American ones, about around 1970, around that era right there. 1970 or 1960, I forgot what it was. But anyway, in that game, you see some pretty disturbing stuff. So, in one part of the game, you bump into
Do what you want to
a sale for slaves. It's a Black Friday sale. And in the top, when you go in that back room, you see a whole bunch of KKK members in there selling black people. Because that actually is what that stands for, Black Friday. That's where the name came from. But then they turned around and made it look like, oh, Black Friday sale, come in and buy, you get something for half off, but that's what actually it stands for. Interesting, isn't it? Yep, very, very interesting. That's what it stands for.
So I'll stop him right there. Kenneth Berg, this is what, as somebody who tried to go the pro-black route and tried to get people to get together and put their money together and buy businesses, and people don't want to work together. Most black people don't want to work together. Mexicans will work together, Asians will work together, Puerto Ricans will work together, Africans will work together. For some reason, black people don't want to work together, and I know why. It's systematic. But them days are gone. What's the excuse not to do it now? You got black people that make good money. You got black millionaires. Why they not linking up? Why are they not buying these abandoned houses and fixing them up so people can have some place to live? Why they not doing it? Why they not offering jobs, creating businesses? Why does the black dollar only stay in the community? You get your check, and you might get your hair cut. You might go to Family Dollar in the neighborhood. The rest of the time, your money out there with the white folk. Why aren't you talking about that? It don't fit your narrative. Don't do it. We could do better. If you go back to the first videos on the Minister channel, I give you a detailed plan on how black people could get respect in the United States by coming together, becoming a powerhouse, and making other races have to respect us. Those are some of my lowest viewed videos. And they've been up since 2017. They are some of my lowest viewed videos. Because you want to complain, you don't want to do nothing. You want to spend somebody else's money, you don't want to spend your own. And that's why when you put out nothing, what do you get back? Nothing. So Kenneth Berg, take that and shove it in your butt.
But anyway, as I said before, still you had racist people that couldn't stand black people, and you had people at the end of the day that thought it was wrong. They thought it was wrong to hate them. Choose to go to school, learn all that you can. Instead of basically, when you're out there in the streets and doing that people like that you want. You know that, right? You got some people who shake their head and it's sad. Man. Look how you uphold yourself to the community, sending half naked pictures of yourself. You are basically what they call the stereotype of why men of God in the church, some people want to take.
Now, you heard Kenneth Berg say that, right? Let me show y'all something. You heard Kenneth Berg say that, right? Did I copy it? Hold on. Y'all heard Kenneth Bird say that, right? What's that right there? What's that right there? That's Kenneth Bird right there, ladies and gentlemen. And he posing. He got the phone in his hand taking a picture. That's Kenneth Bird, y'all. Look at what he sent me in the mail. For those of you that say, oh, no, he didn't. For those of you that's going to say, no, he didn't. Right there. There's his address. There's his name. Kenneth Bird. Allentown, Pennsylvania. So you just said that I'm a pervert for sending you something, but you can't prove I sent it. But I got 2 naked postcards of you coming from the return address is your address. It even say ILLEG up here. And it says, get off the e-bike. How many times have you told me to get off the electric bike when I ain't been on it in over 2 years? You already talk about lemon water. That says lemon water right there. Isn't that you, Kenneth Bird? So shouldn't I be able to go down to the Baltimore City Police Department and take those postcards and tell them to go look at you because you sending me stuff and then you trying to say I'm sending you stuff too? But I can prove that I just walked by the camera. You're posing in front of it. You literally are posing. That means pornography. You're not walking by and somebody took your picture. No. You posing. That makes you a sexual deviant. That make you a freak. I didn't ask you to send me this in the mail. So I should be able to call the Postmaster General. I should be able to call the police. I should be able to call the FBI and say that you porn trafficking. Right, Kenny? I'm going off your words. But that's you. That's you, Kenneth Bird. Not nobody else. That's you. That's you, sir. You pervert. That's you. I think you sending them letters. Well, take a look, Kenny. That's you. You the one sending naked pictures through the mail. That's you. See what I mean when I say it take me seconds to cut Kenneth Bird down? It take me seconds. Seconds.
It's a joke. Hollywood makes it a joke as this reverend cheating on women and messing with this and doing this and do that. We have that stereotype now. What do you do at the end of the day? You fake as a fake minister. You use to go ahead and steal money from people. The majority of people, you're probably stealing from a senior citizen.
You just said probably. No. Show. You making accusations, Kenneth Bird, back them up. Give us some names. Produce some people. You keep saying you're probably. Probably is not knowing. Anybody that watch me regularly, you know I can't stand 2 things. 2 things will get you put out of here quick. Don't come in here and tell me what you think, because what you think right now, you might not think 5 minutes from now. And don't tell me what you feel, because don't nobody give a shit what you feel. Only you give a shit what you feel. And your feelings could change in the next 10 seconds. Tell me what you know. Everybody can learn and grow. Tell me what you know. Don't tell me what you think. Don't tell me what you feel. Don't give me no probablys. When I say something about you, it's something you've shown. Even if I was to take a guess, it's going to be based on the things you show. I'll give you an example. You sleeping on your sister's laundry room floor. You know that insects love to put their nests where there's a water source, whether that be the bathroom sink, the tub, the kitchen sink, or you got a washing machine that's up all the time. That's a water source for them. So if you are sleeping on your sister's laundry room floor, you are sleeping with the roaches and the ants. That's the water source. So I can say you sleeping. I ain't gotta say probably. If your sister got roaches, you sleeping with the roaches. That's an educated guess. It ain't no I feel. It ain't no I think. If you laying every day down that laundry room floor, you're drawing insects already. You know that the laundry room is wet and moldy. And if she got a machine that drip moisture, all kinds of insects and cretins will try to make their way in there to get that water. And if you're in the way, they're going to roll over top of you. So when I say you got the roaches crawling over you at night, that is an educated guess. Knowledge is behind it. I just told you why I think that way. I just told you why I think that way. Kenneth Bird says that the minister, I'm not Mr. Williams, but he's referring to the minister. The minister is scamming people. You got to produce. You got to give us something. Based on what? On what you say? What you think? Based on what you think. A man that can't even keep a place. A man that don't even wash his ass every day. A man that dressed like a bum talking about here businessman. A man that goes steal USPS boxes and try to justify it. A man that can't even run the office. You got the office, you can't run it. You want to tell somebody something. And you keep saying, I got technology. I got technology. What technology? You use that daggone Family Dollar store paint and put some blue toilet water crystals in there and shake it up? That's your technology? You got a blast white light at the screen? Is that your technology? You got to take all the saturation out the image. And you got to make sure that you play something that's really bright. Because you're going to drain all the image out of there just so you can get that green to try to look white. Isn't that sad, Kenneth Bird? I can say this about you, and then I can show you. That means it's something I know. The fact that you don't dispute it. You don't dispute it. You keep saying that I have a gray screen. You know the screen is black. Why you can't match it with paint, I don't understand. If you can do what the young dude can do with paint, you make money. Why are you mad? Why is it that Rick Talk Ra can take your paint and make it usable, but you can't? Why is it that Rick Talk Ra can take your paint and make it usable? The real difference between what you doing and what Rick Talk Ra doing is that paint spray. You using them cheap family dollar store rollers and leaving that residue. The paint don't leave it as much as the rollers do. I've shown that. The screen that Rick Talk Ra made, it still leaves a residue, but it's not as bad as the rollers. I told you that years ago. You still ain't fixed it. You're a loser. So instead of fixing it, you want to come cry like a little baby.
Because most people are caught on to that by now. Unless they're basically going through depression or something, that's what you should look for people at the end of the day that they know that need someone. Call it a cult. That's what it starts off with. And you decided that I'm going to come with this right idea. I'm going to come on here and act like I'm a minister and ask for donations monthly so I can rip people off. Majority of people are sending money, I guarantee, are senior citizens. Someone's grandmother.
Now, you said, I guarantee you. Show the proof. Because there are a lot of people that will tell you that I was doing sermons on YouTube. A year before I got ordained. It was a follower that suggested I get ordained. It was a follower who suggested I get ordained. But I got proof of my ordination. And can produce it on demand. But Kenneth Bird, you said that I scam people. Show it. Show it. You said you ran my PayPal from April 2022. Show it. You said you got Mr. Williams' fingerprints. Nobody know who Mr. Williams is. I think Crow might know. I think that Crow know who Mr. Williams is. But Kenneth Bird, what does this guy do with your paint being shit? That's what I can't get. Why are you trying to, instead of breaking down my demonstrations and what I said about your paint, you trying to say I'm scamming people, but you ain't got no proof. The one thing that you'll know if you watch my channel is, if somebody want to donate, thank you. If you don't want to donate, don't. Whereas you come on here begging somebody to buy this crappy ass paint. If the people don't want to donate, then don't donate. The show gonna roll on with or without you. Whether you buy Kenneth Bird paint or not, he's still gonna come in. So he's still gonna try and sell you this with a sale or without a sale. He ain't got nothing else better to do. Man's a loser. But I'll say this again, and I'm going to hit the play button. Let him keep talking. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. But I'll say this again. If I say something, I can back it up on demand. That's what makes me good at what I do. I can back it up on demand. I ain't got to go, whatever. No. If you say, hey, you said this. When did I say it? Let's go look. Why did you say that? And I tell you why I said it. Because of this, because of this, because of this, because of this, because of this. Kenneth Bird, his screen is gray. If the screen gray, why can't you beat it? If the screen is gray, why can't you beat it? I'm asking the question. If the screen is gray, why can't Kenneth Bird beat it? I got to tell you, there ain't nothing on the ceiling. But yet, the young dude is trying to give you some semblance of black. But here's the best part. This is the best part. The camera is picking that up, not the screen. I look at it, I look at the screen, I see black. I look at the screen, I see black. The camera is picking all that light up. Went to the bathroom real quick. Y'all listen to Kenny.
They're sending you money. I'm pretty sure they called you and contacted, emailed you. Because when you contacted us saying that you were a minister. So I'm pretty sure you contacted them the same way.
Kenneth Barrett, I called you 4 times and they were doing a live stream and Crow and them asked me to call you. They were his witnesses. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. Because the way you lie, I wouldn't do it without witnesses. We were live. We got the live stream. If I didn't have witnesses, I wouldn't have called you. Because the way you lie. You can't lie. The people know. And they know that you didn't answer the phone. I called you 2 times on 2 different phone lines, and you showed the phone numbers. I didn't block the number. But you called me back and was too scared to say something. And I talked to you like you was a damn piece of shit. I talked to you like you was a dud. And you sat there and you took it. And then you tried to come back and say, you know, the computer called him back. Well, that was the first number that I called you twice on. But then I called you twice on another number. Why the computer didn't call back? If the computer called back the first time, according to you, you didn't call me back. You said the computer did. Why the computer didn't call back on the second number? Anybody? See what I mean when I say it's easy to make you look stupid? It's easy to make Kenneth Bird look like an ass. Yo, listen to him. I went to the bathroom, y'all. I had speakers in the bathroom, so I'll be able to hear.
And you told us you were a man of God. You told us that we were the devil. And we were going around, we were scamming people, and our company was a complete jerk-off, and we were robbing people, and God was going to show us out in light. Did you say that? You just said that, right? And what happened, Mr. Williams? You were exposed. You're out in the light. You sat there and stripped down to your underwear and sent half-naked pictures of yourself to me and my sister's address who has kids. If those kids, his father would have found out that his daughter would have saw those pictures, Mr. Williams, there'd be nothing on this earth to stop you from getting me. He's military too also. Yeah, my family's majority military. Very well trained soldier. He was definitely big in that time at all. We skipped the police, all that. We don't care about that. That's his daughter, that's his baby girl. And if she would have bought that picture and she would have saw that, your lights waving out.
That's Kenneth Bird making another threat. How come YouTube ain't doing nothing about it? That's Kenneth Bird making another threat, ladies and gentlemen. Another threat. Hey, Kenneth Bird, here's the difference between me and you. If he gonna do something, he gonna have to do it from a distance. Because if anybody actually pulled me up, it would take me seconds to show them the video. And they would go, oh, damn, I should never listen to my damn cousin or my damn nephew. I know he's a jack off. My bad. And that person would have left to come get you for making them waste their money to come down here. Difference between me and you, Kenneth Bird. Difference between me and you. But when somebody asks you to prove the stuff that you're saying, guess what? You ain't got no answer. You ain't got no answer. Crow said he says he wants to see us face to face, but he can't answer a phone call. Oh, that was a good one, Crow. That was a good one. Burn.
A postcard. So everybody can see it. That Marine had called it at the end of the day.
But then your Marine need to catch this. Tell your Marine to come catch this, Kenny. Tell your Marine to come catch this. Tell your Marine to come get. This is what I'm going to show him when he come in. I'm going to show him this. I'm going to show them this, Kenny. And right there, ILEG, Kenny Bird, isn't that you? 40 South 5th Street, isn't that you? Ain't that you, Kenny? Isn't that you? Look at you. You pervert. Look at you. Look at you. Look at that smile. Look at Kenny Bird. Look at that smile you got, y'all. Yeah. Kenny Bird said, come get me. Look at it, y'all. You look at it. Remember what I said? It take me seconds.
I mean, there was a call that's one thing tracking Jamie and decided to AWOL. If he had caught that, there would be no way to talk to people. Not a word. Mr. Williams, it's funny because he's the type of person that will sit outside your apartment and watch you for days. And he watch you get on that little wheel you have to drive around with. It's a 450 with a huge steel bumper in the front. You do the math.
Y'all hear this? He making up stuff. Kenny Bird proves something. You keep saying, I think this, probably this. Yeah, and he probably doing that. No, tell us what you know. What do you know, Kenny Bird? You know that I'm a big part of the reason why you ain't got no sales. You the biggest part. Because your demonstrations is shit. Okay? You the main reason you ain't making no money. You bought 65%. The other 35% is me, Crow, the guy next door, KR, Phantom HD, other people. Soundwave 5, Partey. We all divide the other 35% up. But goddamn it, Ken, you and your demonstrations and the shit you say out your mouth is 65% of the reason why you ain't got no sales. You don't dress like a salesman. You don't act like a salesman. You come on here, you cry and whine. Then you try to blame God and Jesus for your failures. Ain't nobody buying your paint. People going to hell if they don't buy your paint. Jesus and God work for Kenny Bird. If you don't buy his paint, you're going to purgatory. You're going to hell. I'm dooming you to hell. You got to buy my paint. You don't buy my paint, you're going to hell. If you buy paint from Crow or Danny, you're going to hell. You get the young dude screen. I'm going to have God put you in hell. You got to buy my paint. That's how Kenny Bird talk. He in his own little world. He think he the king of it. When he ain't got nothing. You ain't got 2 pots to piss in, Kenny Bird. Because I can tell you something. I love to be out, riding around, listening to my music. It is so nice. You out doing your walk and talk, you angry. Yeah, I'm going to get you locked up and I'm ready to go down to the police station and we're going to go down to the FBI. Yeah, you doing all that. What you mad for? You say you make $2,000 a day. Why you mad? Where's your warehouse at you supposed to be getting? It's September. Where the warehouse? You don't do nothing. Where the investors? Where are they? I thought you were doing demonstrations for free. They ain't even want it for free. That's crazy right there. Yeah, you know, I'm going to give them my projector and I'm going to give them a screen. What happened, Ken? Nobody with that shit. What happened, Kenny? What happened to the cigar lounge, Kenny? How did Crow get you thrown out the cat center? Huh? You're there with the woman. Crow's on the phone. He was able to do damage to you through the phone line when you had the lady in your face. That means you got no people skills. You couldn't sweet talk that woman. No, you can't, because you don't know. You just don't know how to deal with people. You don't. That's why you're a loser.
don't worry, when you get into the prison system, we'll make it known that you were sending naked pictures to a household that had kids in it. And you call yourself a minister, because when you reached out to my company, I got a dozen or so emails stating that you said that you were a minister. So I'm pretty sure.
First of all, I've never sent you an email. So you ain't got an email from me. But I'm ordained by 4 churches. It's an online ordination, but it's still, I'm ordained. 4 churches recognize me as a minister. 4. So you can talk all the shit you want to talk. Somebody come to me and say you're a fake minister, I can pull out my credentials and say, here's proof of my ordination. These people recognize me as a minister. I only preach online on my channels. I got my ordinations offline and I preach online. The same way when I talk about Kenneth Barrett, I do it online on my YouTube channels. Him to say I sent him something and the bullshit. Everything is on the YouTube channel. I don't need to do all that other stuff. Have you done the math? You know how many people in the past 5 days that I've got to watch videos on you? Me taking old songs and singing, changing the words around. There are people around the world that's making fun of you and singing them songs, the songs that got in their head. Can you imagine if I actually took the time to actually plan them songs? Those songs are like your paint. You just throw it together. I just freestyle them and throw them together. You imagine if I actually took the time to write down words and you know what I'm saying? A lot of them songs I don't even know. I just go with it. Your paint the same way. Only difference is I got 3,000 people to watch one of them. I got 1,000 to watch another. I got about 400 videos, 300 videos. I think we got 400 videos. I'm talking about the views, just for the video, just for the short. And I've done some of them in a row, and we still got views. So that means that people enjoy them. You know, you had somebody say last week. Somebody said it's the same people watching the videos. So when one video got, last time I checked, it said 3.1K. Another one said 1K. 3 or 4 of them said 500. A lot of them said 4. Some of them said 3. Some of them said 130. You start adding that up. We're adding on 10,000 people just the past 5 days. But guess what those 10,000 people will never do? They'll never buy your paint. And that's why you mad. And I ain't counting what the guy next door get. I ain't counting what Crow get. I ain't counting what K. I'm just telling you the views that I've gotten. You can look them up. Go look them up. Go look them up, Kenny. And see the difference between me and the other guys, and maybe why I take more credit. And a lot of people get mad about that. I don't just tell you that your paint don't work. I show in detail why it don't work. That's going to be the hardest part you're going to have to prove if you ever find out who Mr. Williams is, because I'm not Mr. Williams. But if you can ever get me in the court, I am the minister, I'm not Mr. Williams. But if you ever get me in the court, you got to explain to a judge. Because I'm going to be able to tell him from the front, the back, the left to the right, the east, south, north, and west, why I said what I said, and be able to back it up. He's going to turn to you. All right, Mr. Bird, tell us what he did. And you're going to be like, well, you know, he sent me these emails. I'm going to be like, Your Honor, there's a list of my emails right there. Tell me where his emails match it. Mr. Byrd, these emails don't match. Yeah. I got his IP address. Nope. IP address right here. It don't match. Well, he sent me letters. Handwriting don't match, Mr. Byrd. And how will he get to all these places, Mr. Byrd? Well, it's got to be him. It's got to be him. He be scamming people. Do you have affidavits from people stating that they were scammed? Do you have any names, any phone numbers I could call and verify? Anybody? Well, it's got to be. It's got to be some people. Well, where are they? Well, it's people in his building that he scammed. Well, what's their names? I don't know why you asking me, but you saying he did it, you got to back it up. You should just go off my word. Go off my word. They gonna kick your ass out of the courtroom. They gonna hold you in contempt. And just like Crow said earlier, you always talking about you want to see somebody face to face. Get a better, you can't fight. You're a chump. You can't fight. Yeah, I studied under the sensei and I did all this and all that. And yet when somebody on the same block you on, you get scared. Somebody walk on the same side, Kenneth Byrd walk on the street, he gets scared. Watch them over live. How you doing, Chief? That's a pretty dog you got right there. Yeah, and she told her she bring that dog over here as soon as they gone. Yeah, she bring that dog over here, you know. I'm gonna have to kick that dog in the ribs. I don't know. I got a sensei. I get that dog the front kick. You don't mess with Kenneth Byrd. It's so easy to cut you down, kid. And the sad part is, we can go back and look at the videos and I can show everything what I just said. That's why you can't beat me, sir. I don't just talk shit out the side of my mouth. If I don't know, I don't mention it. If I don't know, I don't mention it. And if there's no way for me to know, then we use logic and say, well, what logically is the best answer? For you to keep saying that I scam people, but you can't produce nobody, then why would you say it? Instead of just saying, I need to fix my whites, I need to fix my colors, I need to stop using the ISO so high, I need to stop blasting white light at the screen, my paint just don't work. Go off of YouTube, fix your paint, and come back. But you can't. You can't do it. You can get mad all you want. You can't do it. You can't do it, kid. And it's sad. You can't do it. And there's only one thing that I'm grateful about. When I asked you to paint me a screen back in February of 2023 and you blocked me, thank you. Thank you. You saved both of our lives. Because I might have had to come up there and kick that garage door in. Get my damn money back. So, you saved yourself or you saved me? Uh-oh. Did I violate the YouTube team agreements? I think I just violated the YouTube guidelines. No, I didn't. I didn't say I was going to do anything. I'm saying I'm glad that I didn't have to do anything because he blocked me instead of taking my money. So thank you, Ken.
How you were probably reaching out to people you were taking money from. And you got the promo demonstrations going up on your Facebook page, which you deleted off your account, but we have a copy of it anyway, copy of all the videos, and you promo.
You keep talking about that same Facebook account from 2022, Kenneth Byrd. That we haven't been back on that since April 2022. I got mad at YouTube and went to Facebook. I didn't like Facebook, so I came back. Hello? So the page is still up. I mean, you can actually go right on Google and it'll pop up. I don't know the passwords. I probably would have to sit down and go through like 60 passwords to figure it out. But I don't know the password. But I have another Facebook account, and I use that to keep an eye on my family with. And yeah, I got notifications right here from Facebook. So I don't understand Kenneth Bird point. I really don't. Oh. They just gave me a friend suggestion. She's kind of cute. So I don't understand what Kenneth Bird talking about. He talking about that he got an IP address off a Facebook account. What? What? Why you lying? You say you got fingerprints of Mr. Williams. I got letters from Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams sent me a glove saying he got a box of 250 that all of them are handled with gloves on. That there are no fingerprints. I got letters saying that, Ken. Did you get any saying that? I got letters saying that, and I'll be able to show a judge. I'll be able to show a judge examples of my handwriting and how they nowhere near the writing on them cards. Nowhere near. And you still roll with it, even though I showed that. I showed the people downstairs you were bugging. I showed them how there's no way that I was in North Carolina April the 10th, April the 9th, and April the 10th, I was back here in Baltimore to get hit by the bus. And the lady said, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, I remember, yeah, you got hit. Yeah, your bus got hit. She was like, yeah. I said, well, how the hell was I in the middle of the country? Hours before. She said, yep. She said, well, I don't need to hear nothing else. She said, I ain't got to hear nothing else. I'm done. And you still trying to bother them people. It's sad. Now I don't even pay you no mind. You made the mistake of talking about the funeral home people. I called and talked to them. They not paying you no mind. So when you come make these threats, not knowing I'm going behind you, because you dumb enough to come here and cry like a little girl, I went on and talked to the people. I called the police on you. Allentown and Baltimore, see, they both tell me the same thing. You got to call the other person, and they don't want to deal with it. And you finding that out too. And you talking about getting ICE for Crow. ICE not paying you no mind. And you know it. That's why you mad. Ain't nobody paying, nobody take you seriously.
Oh yeah, you're the preacher, send me money, send me money, send me money, send me money. It's an everywhere, all over your page. You're in public housing, and you're this minister, and you look at your YouTube, copy, fake paste image up there to make it look like you have a church. I asked you several questions. Where's your church located? We can vouch for you that you actually preach at that church. You said you have a doctrine, right, in biblical studies. What college
No, I
did you
didn't.
go to?
He making shit up, yo.
What year did you graduate from?
He making shit up. Why is he making shit up?
You have a clergy ID. You can give me that.
I do have an ID, but why I got to show it to you?
Factory, that's on the back of them.
Hey, Kenneth Bird, I ain't got to show you nothing. Who the fuck is you? Well, why you lying? You lying through your teeth. You making shit up. It's sad that you got your money and you still ranting and raving. You got your money. Ain't you happy? No, you ain't get no sales. Yeah, you ain't happy. Hey, Ken, why you keep lying, though? Why you gotta keep lying? Why do you keep lying? You're lying through your teeth. And you know you are. You are literally lying through your teeth. I gotta ask the question, why? Why are you lying? You know you lying. I just want to know why. Why can't you just say, hey, my paint is dog shit. I don't know how to fix it. Just be honest. But I'd appreciate it if you bought my paint anyway, but it's not going to work. Well, why you can't be honest, Ken? And say, hey, your paint don't work. Just admit it. The paint don't work. Why do I have to show you anything? I ain't got to show you nothing. Have somebody with authority ask me to show them something. You don't have no authority. I ain't got to show you nothing. You got to prove. Why are you asking the defendant to help the prosecution? The same way when you tell Crow, well, you contact Marvel, contact Nintendo, and tell them that you making money off their stuff and ain't giving them nothing. Why would he do that? Just that make no sense. Let's say Crow was doing that. Why would you rob a bank and go back the next day and say, hey, you know, I robbed you yesterday? They're like, yeah, I don't know when I robbed you, yeah. But that's what Kid Bird keep asking you to do. Yeah, you got a problem with me, then you get a lawyer and hey, your lawyer call me. Why the fuck I want to spend money to have a lawyer call you? You got the problem. You spend the money and call a lawyer, you loser. Yeah, and Crow supposed to send me black paint. Why should Crow send you black paint? So you can sell it? You can put your little blue crystals in there and sell it? Why would Crow give you paint to scam people with? That makes no sense. How do you ask your enemy to give you something? Because Kenneth Bird is a baby. He'll take support from anywhere. You spent the whole summer in that garage with no damn air conditioning and that little itty bitty $14 fan. You wouldn't buy a real fan, but you bought that. You talking about buying a wooden computer fan. We know your priorities is fucked up. We know your priorities is messed up. Somebody said something. Hold on, y'all. Crow said, so he's going to report a lot of YouTubers that actually are 3D printing from home. There's thousands of them. And I can show that channel. He's an idiot. He asked Google for everything. Uneducated. Yeah, that's what he has to realize. He keep talking about you can get 20 years for this and 30 years for this and whatever. You got to realize that is a case-by-case basis. I laugh when he say that because I know for a fact that he can't link me to any of that stuff. I know it. But Kenneth Bird is desperate. He's trying to discredit. And I'm going to say this, and let's just say it. If your website is down, Crow, and you're not competing with Kenny, why is Kenny so mad at you? According to Kenny, he beat you. He ran you off YouTube. He ran you off your website. Why ain't he happy? I'm telling you what Kenny said, not what I say. Kenny says that he the only one left standing. Got rid of you, Partey, got rid of him. He ain't got no competition. Why is he still worried about y'all? I'm just being honest. Why is he still worried about y'all? Why does he have so many videos about Crow? A man he claimed that he beat. A man that he claimed, matter of fact, he saw the video the other day, was like, I'm just crushing you, Crow. I'm just crushing you. Well, if you crush them, then why you keep bringing them up? Are you in love with him? Is that why you want to see him face to face? You want to hug and kiss him? I'm just asking the question. I'm just asking the question, ladies and gentlemen.
Rams. I didn't miss any of them. If you joined the Rams. What minister sends this stuff? Let me show you how people what we got from Mr. Williams. Again, like I said, Mr. Williams, this mail, we got a lot of it, and it's going out to your social workers. We know your social worker. My sister used to work for that. She found your social workers. So they're going to get all that interesting mail, including the top brass of House and Authority, the ones that are over your managers. They're going to get those packets too.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to just show them this. I'm going to show them this, Kenny. I'm just going to show them this. And then you, I'm going to show them this. And look at you. And that's an old picture too. You don't look like that no more. So not only are you sending porn through the mail, you catfishing. You trying to make somebody think they talking to somebody that face look like that when you know good and well your face is all ragged and run down and cracked out and you know it. You catfishing. Isn't that a crime? Isn't it a crime to catfish people? Isn't that a crime, y'all? I wonder what the judge will say. When I say, hey, look. Look at this. Just look at it. Shouldn't I be able to file the same charge that he's trying to file against Mr. Williams? I ain't Mr. Williams. But this was not sent to Mr. Williams. This was sent to me. That's the difference. The other letters are addressed to Mr. Williams. This was addressed to me. When I show the judge, these other letters are addressed to Mr. Williams. But these two pornographic pictures from Ken, they are sent to me. They're not sent to Mr. Williams. His return address is up there. His paint is on there. Telling me to get off the e-bike. Telling me to walk more. Telling me to do lemon water fast like he is. These are things that I can play for the judge and say, here's him saying that. Here it is in writing. Don't you, Kenneth Barrett? You don't want to mess with me. You don't mess with the minister. I would tear your ass up. Crow says he's back live going at the party now. This guy don't have a life. Hey, kitty, you see yourself on TV? Let me show you how perverted this man is. Look, y'all. He gonna make sure you see his little nutsack. Get a bird, gonna make sure you see his little nutsack. Look at it. Where your balls at, kitty? Where's balls at, y'all? There ain't no balls. Oh, shucks. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Get a bird, ain't got no nuts. Oh, shucks. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't take it no more. He said he's live going at the party. And then we do the refresh. Oh, shucks. Hey, he only got 2 views. Man.
From a company that I help EG Technology Screens. Now, this fellow popped up out of nowhere. We didn't even know who he was. Apparently, he is a friend of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, aka Crow 1176, which you know has gotten himself into a lot of trouble with us and agencies we have involving some serious stuff he's been doing, committing some very serious crimes. As a partay story here, Partey claimed at the end of the day that his product was a more superior product, skin-like coating, blah, 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 blah. It just turned out to be a bunch of scams at the end of the day. We tested one of the free mixtures he made. It was oil in it. He put down body gelling into it. It made the screen hot spot. There were problems with it. I've seen customers who had this product, not a lot, but some, and the product was very blotty, extremely blotty, spotty, and all that other nonsense.
Well, show us evidence. Show us evidence of it. Because Partey sent me four versions of his paint. The Polaris, what's the other one? What's the other one is gray? He sent the Polaris, he sent another gray, the Series A and the Series C. The Series C, the screen that Rick Talk Ross sent had a better black level than the Series C. When I put it under extreme lighting, the Series C came up a little gray. That's the only reason that I put that above. Otherwise, the Series C would be my go-to. If I had to have no choice, it'd be my go-to. Couldn't get the Yondu. The only reason that the screen that Rick Talk Ross sent gets the slight nod, and I said slight nod, is the black level. That's it. All Partey gotta do is increase his back level, and he got it, number 2 spot. In my opinion, fair, open, and honest. So Kenneth Bird, Partey can produce a white level. It's not a great white level. It's better than with that. Ain't no damn green or blue shit. He got you in white level. He got you in color. You just got him in black level. That's about it. So if you enjoy a brighter screen, then you would take Partey's paint versus the Imperium that Rick Talk Ross sent me. We believe that's the Imperium. He asked me, did I want the blue transparent or did I want Ken's latest paint? I said, give me the latest paint. Now, at the time, you was pushing the Imperium. That's why I called it the Imperium. So even with a $600 sprayer, you only edged out Partey because of the black level. That's it. He had better color, better whites, better detail, shadows. Everything was better. Everything was better except for the black level. Black level just came up a tad off. You beat him in the black level. That's it. But in the dark, the Series C beat Kenneth Bird's paint. When we turned the bright lighting on, that's when we saw the kryptonite of the Series C. And I thank Partey for sending me his paint, because he didn't have to.
Now, he had a video attached to this thing, but the video was removed. Some of the videos were removed. And then that video showed him painting the screen down. It had a kind of gritty-like coating to it, with a lot of water in the paint, and little black specks that were all over the paint. On top of that, the paint would not remain black. It kept coming up gray, so there was multiple applications on it. And then in the middle of the drying time, the video edited and the screen magically turned black, which, again, disappointing. Now, we have multiple cancellations who came and bought his product. He made some dumb statement about in his backyard that how we canceled an order. Again, suing him for that. No, At the end of the day, no order was never made to our site. So, Mr. Rogers wants to play games. I whipped out my debit card. I made $700 worth of orders, and he returned all the money back to our account. Now, knowing this has had to be really embarrassing for him because he looks like a man of great pride. Anyway, so the next stage was this whole...
Anytime you say anyway.
...the phantom technology. What do you think the Spartan is? The Spartan is a phantom technology, which we were going to put on the screen paint. Now, what happened with that at the end of the day? Well, he removed our state, the state of Pennsylvania. He removed the entire state of Pennsylvania to keep him getting
we ain't seen the Spartan yet.
So, let's go over here and let's look up real quick. Let me see, on my channel, let's look up Partay's. Nothing's right up here. Partay AB's cancellations. Put it here, and put it there, and let's put this up here, there, and that. So right here we have one. Google shows videos of multiple cancellations that we got from Jamie Rogers in 2022.
Jamie Rogers?
And this shows right here, you'll see cancellations that we received from him on money he was returning back into our account. Exhibit A. As you can see, that is Partay AV. Refund 107. Refund again, $160. We paid $160 for his product, which is actually twice the amount of what it's worth. So yeah, we returned that money right back to our account. Of course, that was going to return the money back to our account. So after going through that embarrassing defeat, he decided to basically remove our state. There we go, cancellation again. Partay AV, $160 from PayPal return. There's another $160 from return. Because again, as I told you before, this product is a scam, it's a fail, it doesn't work. We've seen multiple times in multiple demonstrations. I've been around for a long time. I developed light technology. If I tell you today, this screen paint to fail, it's a fail. I've seen the darker mixes fail. The gain that they have on it's non-existing. Gain range is non-existent gain. On top of that, it claims to be a rear projection screen product, which no, that's not going to happen. And especially when I'm seeing this stuff, it doesn't have rear capabilities. It may push.
So, Partay get 3 meals a day. He got a house with a nice yard, nice big yard and a pool. And Ken, what do you have? What do you have, Ken, to show for your 15 years? What do you have to show for it, sir? Partay hasn't been around since what, last November? November will be around again. You still talking about him. Partay hasn't been around since November. Why are you still bringing him up? You say you ran him off. You say you crushed him. Why are you still bringing him up? I'm asking the question. Why are you still bringing him up? He ain't been around for almost a year. How is he affecting you not getting no sales? He's not competing against you. He's not even around. He hasn't made any videos on you. Why do you keep bringing him up? Why you keep bringing him up? You know, if you stop talking about Crow, I think Crow will stop talking about you. But you won't. Why do you need Crow's paint? Why do you need Partay's paint? Why do you need those certified panels? Why do you need them to go against your paint? Don't you realize that I don't show other people's paint anymore? For what? Now, Crow did tell me to put up your paint to irritate you, and I did, and then took it right down. That was just the irritation, the irking. I stopped showing other people's paint until somebody send me something that can beat the Yon D. There's no need for me to show anybody else's paint. Now, if somebody got something that can beat it, send it to me. I'll test it. But I'm done. So somebody come up with something better. Why ain't you done, Kenny? Why you got a different paint? You got a new paint every week. You have a new paint every week. That means you know it's inferior. That it's broke. That it don't work. You have to keep updating it. Obviously, it's not finished. It's 15% done, 10% done, 20% done, 50% done. Don't show it till it's finished. And stop making an excuse. That's an excuse. Yeah, well, you know it's only 15% done. Then why are you mentioning it? Why are you mentioning it? I'm not selling anything, but if somebody say, hey, don't you got an extra Yon D? Yes, I do. Well, meet me here because I want to test it. All right? I'll meet you there. We test it. We go about our business. The Yon D going to win or what's going to lose. I'm not going to sit around. No. It's going to win or it's going to lose. If what he got is better, it's my job to get my hands on it. If what I got is better, it's that person's job to get what I got. And there you go. Not nobody, nah. He messed the house painting. That's all you doing, kid. You talking about the old days. I got an advantage you don't have. I'm done. I ain't got to buy nothing else. I'm done. I'm good. I got my dual screens. I'm happy. I got my white on top. Got my black on the wall. And I can tell you right now, I actually won the rent raffle. And I didn't have to pay full rent this month. And I could buy a projector right now. I literally could buy a projector right now. Ain't nothing wrong with the ones I got. But I could buy a new one. Ain't nothing wrong with the ones I got. I might as well wait for my accident settlement and get something really nice. Right now, ain't nothing wrong with the ones I got. There ain't nothing wrong with the ones I got. So why should I buy some more projectors? Ain't nothing wrong with the ones I got. They work fine. Maintenance free. All I gotta do is wipe the dust off them every so often. That's it. Every once in a while, wipe the lens off. That's all I gotta do. Easy maintenance. I ain't gotta take nothing down like you do. Take it down, put it back up, take it down, put it back up, take it down, put it back up. And you keep talking about somebody being stable, because you're not stable. If Crow been in the same place for 10 years, that means he's stable. I guess you say the same thing about me. I've been here since April 2022. I'm stable. I'm very happy. I'm very happy, Kenny. Ain't you happy? I'm very happy. We know you're not happy. I get to enjoy my screens 24/7. Your screen up is down. You got a screen up. You got it down. You got it up. You got it down. You're afraid to run your projectors. Afraid the bulb going blow. The only reason why you work them Kumis is because they LED. LEDs last longer than bulbs. Believe it or not, Ken, both projectors I'm using right now, they are LED laser hybrids. They literally are LED laser hybrids. And they're not expensive. Why won't you get it? Why won't you get one? You can go on eBay right now and get one for under $100. Why you won't do it? Why you won't do it, Ken? Why you won't do it, Ken? They want us on ceiling. You know how much I paid for it? I almost paid more for the shipping than I did the projector. I paid $50 for the projector and $29 for the shipping. $29.99, $29.99 is $59.98. That's $60. I almost paid. I got it for $80. So you brag about getting an old, dried up Emerson with a damn bulb in it that you can't afford to replace. And you cry about it. The only reason why you use that Kimi is because it's an LED. LEDs last a long time. That's the only reason why you use them. What you don't realize is that we know that, Kenny. We know you can't afford to keep the bulbs and the projectors going. We know you can't. But you'll buy some wooden fans, though. You'll buy some wooden fans, won't you? I'm sorry, they have a whatchamacallit there. What did he say? Oh, the replacement said, hey, Minister Idaho. Idaho. I ain't never been to Idaho. Or Ohio. No, no. I drove through Ohio. We went the other way. We didn't take 83. When I drove to Colorado, this was back in 1995. 95? 95 and in 96. I drove to Colorado. Dumbest thing I ever did was drive to Colorado. That was the dumbest thing I ever did. That was the biggest mistake of my life. And I drove to Colorado. That was the biggest mistake I ever did. Anyway, get back to Kenny.
There's no light to it, that's basically about it. But it doesn't have no real capabilities. So yeah, we received a ton of cancellations. And let me get these cancellations out. Here we go. These are more summaries of the orders we placed on the site. Gentlemen, we got everything. I don't say anything out of my mouth unless I can back it up. You know how it works. We don't speak anything unless we can back it up.
Well, you said you was getting Crow deported. And you ain't backed it up. You supposed to got Mr. Williams locked up. You ain't backed it up. Supposed to sue Partey for $100 million. You ain't backed it up. You supposed to got Silence Children took them from him. You ain't backed it up. Said you was gonna get Crow's wife deported. You say the storage unit is in Crow's sister name. You ain't got her locked up. So what have you backed up? You say the minister scamming people. You ain't providing no proof. You ain't backed it up. So what are you talking about, sir? You talking about this old stuff. We in 2025. You talking about this old stuff. Who cares about this old stuff? You do. Because you need to feel superior. And you think that by picking on Crow and Partey that make you look superior. No, it don't. It make you look like a man that fell and don't know how to get up. Yeah, you know, back in the day, man, shoot, back during the pandemic, I was making money, but now, well, what are you making now? Well, nothing. I'm broke. sleeping on my sister's laundry room floor. I got to eat tater chips the last 2 weeks of the month, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, I buy a bag and I eat part of the bag in the morning. And you know, I was kind of short this month. I had to buy a couple things. You know, I was short this month, so I had to go on a damn lemon water diet. And I had to actually starve myself, you know, because I didn't have the money, you know. And then I sat there and showed off, and I bought me a hamburger, and I bought me a little square, a little bit of lasagna, you know what I'm saying? And that messed me up. I had to go the whole week. I had to starve myself because I spent money I didn't have just to show off. Sit there and made a mistake, turned the camera around, and sit there and show him he had change. It looked like he had like 26 cents on the damn table. He was counting his change earlier today. I thought you were getting a warehouse, Kenny. You talk all this stuff, you don't back up nothing.
Here's your cancellations right there. I got emails, everything. So right here in my hand, when you see me pull them up, you see that? This shows you how many cancellations we got on this company. He even turned a $20 sample. A $20 sample. Mind you, when you basically refund, $20 sample, I told you, this is a $20 sample we got, he issued back to us. When you basically return that money, what happens is PayPal charges you a fee for returning the money. And that's what he had to pay back. He had to pay back PayPal $20 money on a $20 return. He couldn't even keep $20. Look at that. Return it. I got your receipts, buddy. I'm about to post your receipts. I'll make a frame out of them pretty soon. Got Jamie the same way too. So when we tell you that they're scammers, they can't back it up, they can't back it up. This is for that goopy-de-goo nonsense he made at the end of the day, that Daystar. The Daystar.
So, Kenny Bird, you keep picking on them. I've been asking you for a year, test the Yardie. You won't spend the $30 for the Yardie screen. Crow even said he would send you his. Test the Yardie. If your screen pay could beat the Yardie, I will sign your contract. Your $250,000, whatever. And we can go to court. And when we get in the courtroom and you're not allowed to cheat, you're in trouble. When we put that projector at factory and you not be able to blast no light, there ain't gonna be no ISO on the phone camera for you to mess with. Your ass is grass. You gonna be done. Difference between me and you, if I show a demonstration, I don't care what come across the screen. When you do a demonstration, you had to minimize it during the commercials, because you know the commercials really show. The commercials really show how your paint gonna look. You always showing these specific video clips that focus on a black background, or you show something with a lot of color in it, like fruit and animals and stuff like that. You try to show flesh tones, but you know they come up green. You a loser. Your white levels of doo-doo.
Mine is actually Elite Screens. They have a Daystar projection screen, and he decided to rip off their name. Elite Screens Daystar.
Oh, come on, man.
See, it's a rip-off artist. They have a screen called a Daystar by Elite Screens. So he took their name.
Alright, that is boring.
Just like part. That's right here. So the Blacklist Lays. I gotta work on this website. Nobody's there working right now. There's some work on it.
You ain't got no buddy.
The Blacklist is a place where we actually put people that commit crimes, but also too knock off projectors and all that stuff. Jamie stuff over here. Stuff we busted Jamie on.
That's the Metallica Mix 2.0 we got from a customer. Again, scan paint, scan paint, scan paint. All these are scans. Solid 5, yeah. Okay, got some products coming this way pretty soon. And over here we have the scans on the Frankenstein mix. All this right here. This is all Jamie cancellations.
So I got a question, Killer Bird. It's been 31 months now. We're going into the 31 months. How come you don't have not one of my videos on your blacklist? How come you don't have not one of my videos on your blacklist? How come you haven't done one video on the Yondu? Crow has done several videos on them. Silent has done several videos on them. KR has done several videos on them. Alex has done several videos on it. Why haven't you done a video on the Yondu? I'm blasting the hell out your paint. Why ain't you trying to blast and discredit the Yondu? Because you can't. It scares you. It's real easy to pick on the gray. It's real easy to pick on the gray. But you know that when you put the Yondu, even if you try and cheat and blast it with light, it's still going to produce a white and a color that you can't do. Even if you try and blast it, that's why you won't do it. To make the Yondu look bad, you're going to have to make your own paint look bad. You ain't going to be able to have white on one side, black on the other, or gray on one side and black on the other. No. You will have black and black. And when you see the Yondu produce white and you can't, you go, oh, snap. When you see the Yondu produce great colors and your colors are washed out, you're going to say, oh, shit. That's why you won't do it. You coward. That's why you won't do it. You're a coward.
Right here. Keep it up. More Jamie at the end of the day. Cancellations, ripping off his customers, stealing Google images. Man, you're going to be a lot of trouble.
All right, this is boring.
We got from him. This is the Goopity Goo. So, two, basically showing exactly, we said we dox his address. So, you said dox your address, right? All right, then. This is the link that goes to the state.
Yeah, who cares?
So, let's test that theory out. Let's go over here. And let's click.
Same shit.
Any government agency can go to the blacklist and find your address. So you are right here. Card. Where we at for that shopping cart? Shopping cart right up here. See, continue. And let's go look for our. Where's it at? It's not anything. Okay, there we go, right there. Let's click on here. There we go. Let's go to the top. Let's look at this careful. Let's see if we got Texas in there. We need TX. Looking for TX. Looking for TX, looking for TX, looking for TX. We got TN. There's no TX. So he removed Texas also. Because I mentioned I got family over in Texas. I got family in Tennessee too. So I'll contact them tonight and say, hey, I need you to pick this order up for me.
See, this is why Killer Bird full of shit. If you know that Partato wants you to have his paint, and you serious about buying it, why wouldn't you just buy it quietly? And then one day come say, hey, I got his paint. Why would you tell him so that he can take it down? You know you don't have the money to buy his paint right now. You know it. So, you're going to hope that he takes it down so you can say, see, I told you, look. He took down to the sea, I told you. You know you ain't got the money. You don't have the money. And I love how you said that Merlin is not on there. If I can't stand the smell of paint, why would I buy it? Just ask the question. If I can't stand the smell of paint, why would I buy it? Kid thinks that me and Partay have a problem. And that Merlin not on the list because of me. That video is about Kenneth Bird, not about me. Partey wanted me to see it. Well, Kenneth Bird gonna make up what he wanna believe. He ain't even watched the video. He would know that Partey wore him the whole video. Roasted the heck out of him.
And they got people over in California too. Some can reach out to them too. Ooh, the people in Illinois too. Oh, heck yeah. I got a bunch of people to reach out for. So our state's still not there. Now, the reason why our state's missing is because I told you, Danny can't back his products up. He knows if we get the product down here, it's going to fail. It's definitely going to fail. So, the first time we were able to get orders out of him, and he canceled all the orders, put the money back in our account. The second time, talking all this trash he couldn't back up, he moved the entire state of Pennsylvania. So there's a little game we play down here with people. Pennsylvania, I just want you to know that. So this guy is so scared of our product. So Pennsylvania is missing. Also, Maryland's missing too. He's missing a couple places.
I told you.
Pennsylvania is not in there. I'll slow it down slowly. I'm looking for PA. Now, the reason why I make this statement because Neighbor Next Door came to my YouTube channel.
The guy next door.
Talking about how Danny's products are the best. They're number one, they're the best price you can possibly get on the market. This is what paint you want to buy. It's better than our product at the end of the day. And here I got a message for you, Mr. What do you call yourself? We got your name at the end of the day. We're going to call you the Neighbor Next Door. Or we're going to call you Stale Oatmeal. We're going to call you Stale Oatmeal. Your buddy product that you vouched for and you said was a great product failed miserably. The product can produce a black screen. And out of the state of Pennsylvania, because he was afraid for us to get the product. Knowing that I have family in Texas, he also banned Texas also. There's about 9-10 states that are missing that he banned. Because he's afraid. What? Rogers, guess what? I have friends in Tennessee. I have friends in North Carolina. Where you live at right now, I think it's in North Carolina or South Carolina. We have friends out there. I got people out in California that can order your stuff. You still got a bunch of states in here that I can get your product off of. So, either way, I can get somebody in any one of those states to buy from us. But I just find it hilarious for a person to talk all this trash about having this amazing product and how it's supposed to be better than our product. You get the state's not there. And I gave it to them the month to put it in. And there's nothing there. So, that means my theory was right when I said at the end of the day that we have the most superior product on the market, and those people at the end of the day who try their best to compete with us, they fall short every single time. Oh, man. I think Carrie keeps me about as much.
Great thing we see.
Okay, alright, with that being said, I wanted to do that, go back on that video, because again, I like to go back and do what I said I want to do. If I say something, I back it up 100%.
You're a liar.
You know, you people who went out and supported that nonsense, and these people coming in and acting up the way they did, and you supported that nonsense. Because some of y'all at the end of the day wanted to see Mr. Bird fail. You want to see people come in.
You have failed.
My business. That's what you want to do. We didn't do anything wrong to anybody.
Because you
All
did.
we did was come in, make a product.
Like cheese still. Like cheese still. Like cheese still.
And instead of charging a lot of money, we kept the prices reasonable. Because we the big companies would charge all this money. We did all this testing to make sure that you guys got the best product ever. And how do we get repaid? Mess like this. Well, you wanted, and you supported these people. Did you come and back my company up? No, you did not. You didn't come into my channel and say, hey, Mr. Bird. We had some people did come and say some stuff today. Well, we should have got more support for that. And we didn't get that support. So, with that being said, and I'm strongly considering it, that basically, like I said, I can easily make my technology B2B. Which means new stuff that comes out in 2026,
There may be a possibility it may not come to customers. Because again, it bothered me on that.
So Kenneth Bird, and in 23, you said you would explode in 24. And 24, you said you would explode in 25. Now in 25, you say you will explode in 26. So in 26, you will be saying, yeah, wait till 27. Kenneth Bird, you full of shit. You full of shit, man. Seriously, you are full of doo-doo. You are a fail. You a crook. You the sorriest businessman I ever seen. You're a loser. And the fact that you come here and try to double talk when you lie to your teeth, you don't back up anything you say. If you kept your word and back up everything you said, you would have Mr. Williams locked up. You would have Crow deported. You would have your lawsuit filed against Danny. You would have Daniel McAfee hemmed up. You ain't got nobody hemmed up. All you do is come over here and complain, show us stuff on Google. You thought you were going to do something when you called my leasing office. That shit fell on your face. Still talking about social workers and all this. Because you know, I did something you can't do. I did what I was supposed to do to get in here. They got the same kind of places in Allentown, but you won't do what you're supposed to do. You don't have the discipline. You don't have the ability to be under anybody's authority. You don't. And that's the reason. The only authority you can be under is your sisters. That's why I say you're going to die on that park bench in Arts Park, or you're going to die on her laundry room floor. That's a fair thing to say. You crying about stuff from years ago. You said that you was getting Mr. Williams and Crow locked up for sure today. Now you talk about November. You full of shit. If you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, how can you say you back it up? How you going to say you back it up, kid?
Well, not online. Most likely offline. Because we are thinking about basically having it set up that you have to come to one of those showrooms to pick one up. Because again, but then again, I forget about that. It's just YouTube at the end of the day. It's just YouTube. Out of their phone sites, and basically my numbers are extremely high over there. So, you guys are just a bunch of judges too.
Get a break and take your ass over there then. I told you get on YouTube, I'll leave you alone. Why you ain't done it? You making so much money on the phone site, stay your ass over there. You coming over here for? You're not wanted. You're not wanted. But you know the one thing that turns evil on the most? Being where it ain't wanted. It turns evil on. I'm going to make you. What did that woman off American Idol sing? I'm going to make you love me. Kenneth Bird is going to make you buy this crappy paint. He going to die trying.
Pussycats over here in the day. I'm not saying all of you, but I'm saying most of you are jealous of pussycats. Well, with that being said, you know, you put hope into these people at the end of the day, and you thought they were going to be able to have them come in and conquer my business, and you all failed miserably.
You failed, sir. You ain't got no sales. You can't get out the office. People sit on the laundry room floor. You eat tater chips the last 2 weeks of the month. You can't afford a real meal the last 2 weeks of the month and stuff you need for that office, for your demonstrations. You can't afford to get. You get everything from Family Dollar, including your paint. You are fair. Why would somebody be jealous of you, Ken? Why would somebody be jealous of you? You say God bless you. God bless you to be in the garage with no plumbing and no heating for a whole goddamn year. No sink, no anything. You still ain't got a sink of your own. You got to use your sister's bathroom if she lets you. You got to use the bathroom at the office building because you ain't got shit, kitty. Why somebody want to be here? You got nothing. You got nothing. You got nothing, Ken. Your greatest fear is to get a sale and get a charge back. That's your greatest fear. That's your greatest fear. You're a loser. I think somebody said something in the chat. Hold on. See, kid, I could lay down and do my show. Crow said, Ken's back live again, apologizing to you for calling you an idiot. Placement says, I miss the old Kenneth Bird, the Japanese tea room Kenneth Bird. Crow says, I agree this version is very unstable. The placement says, only people who've been watching for years know about the Japanese tea. Crow says, but right now he's preaching. Kenneth Bird is live right now preaching. Go watch us, Simon, and learn something. He said, Kenneth has believing in the past that black screen paint hustle has come to a dead end. Kenneth Bird don't have nothing else. Wait a minute, y'all say he live again? I don't know, let's go take a look. Good, but that one was boring.
But at least at the end of the day, God knows that I went out there and asked for that forgiveness, and the Lord gave it to me. He'll give me my forgiveness at the end of the day. If I went out there, you can't allow yourself to slide on certain things or anything whatsoever if you want to be true to with God. And I'm trying to be as close to God as I possibly can. So I do apologize for calling individuals idiots and for calling them fools. But that is eventually a word a Christian should not be using, or anybody should not be using that word. I had no idea it was that much power behind God's displeasement on calling someone a fool or an idiot. And it's actually there, as you saw right there, it's not something you're supposed to say. I bet you're probably thinking at the end of the day, we've got a policy, my product is real 1%, so I'm good with that 1%. But what I said, I should not have said. And I have no problem with making my mistakes online or any other place. But I do apologize for making that statement because it's something I should not have made. My goal right now, and always will be, to try to come closer to God. If I make a mistake, I'm going to admit it. I made a mistake, that's what I said, and I should have never said that. Now, if a troll wants to take it upon himself to use that as an advantage point, that's between you and God at the end of the day. That has nothing to do with me whatsoever. The only thing that concerns me in the day, that I please that man upstairs, and they are my Heavenly Father, at the end of the day, to make sure I make things right with Him. Because I am not trying to cross any wrong path with Jesus in any way whatsoever. See? And that's the reason why we can't be what we say we are, but you can't be at the day, because I don't plan to cross God in any way whatsoever. Lord saved me multiple times. I mean, a lot of times. More times than I could possibly ever count. I mean, the fact that I'm right now having this conversation, I'm not sitting up in a lockup unit somewhere where I could have been there for a bit.
Hey, Kenneth Bird, why don't you stop lying, man? Seriously. He think they're doing this, somebody gonna feel sorry for him and give him a sale. That's what he think. If somebody that stupid, go ahead. If you that stupid. But you better not complain about it. I'm roast the hell out you. Tell you that right now. You don't know to buy this man paint, and we've shown you it's garbage, and you still buy it anyway. You better not complain about it on YouTube. You better just paint over it and keep moving. Seriously. I find out that you bought it and you crying about it, I'm gonna roast the hell out you. I'm gonna ask you, is you a goddamn retard? What the hell wrong with you? Kenneth Bird sitting there trying to preach again. Hey, Kenneth Bird, why don't you talk about the parable where Jesus was coming back and the people that he know he taking them up. But before the 7 bowls start getting emptied out, it's called the rapture. The people that still living, Jesus Christ come down and takes them up. So they don't have to go through the 4 horsemen, and they don't have to go through the bowls being poured out, and the cicadas eating everybody up, and the moon falling on you, and the sun falling on you, and the earth swallowing you up. and you got these giant mosquitoes just stabbing at you, but you don't die. You feel the pain, but you don't die. The mountains fall on you. You feel the pain, but you don't die. So when Jesus come down and start picking up his people, other people are going to say, hey, wait a minute. Hey, you ain't taking me. He's going to say, for what? What do you mean? I've prophesied in your name. I've done great works in your name. Jesus said, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to go, I don't know you. What do you mean you don't know me? I pray to you every day. I don't know you. You've never come to me. I don't know you. Get on my face. I don't know you. Yes, you can a bird. You conveniently talking about Jesus and God, but they don't know you. You just trying to get sympathy and trying to get off on that name because you're a parasite. That's all you is, a parasite. Can't stand on your own. You're going to be the first one to go in that pit. Like a fire. Like a burning sulfur, whatever you want to call it. And the bird going to be one of the first ones in. And the bird going to be like, hey, I was on YouTube and I was preaching about you. You're going to say, I don't know you. Get your ass on in there. We're going to throw you in. Get in that furnace, or I made the angels throw you in. But I was on YouTube and I was preaching to you. Preaching people about what? You didn't tell them, well, I need you to tell them. I don't know you. You don't know me. Only the people who I know. So if you think that you can scam the people and walk with Jesus, there's something wrong with you. You can come on here and threaten people and then think you can come back and apologize for it and do it over and over again. There's something wrong with you. You already took down one of your videos today. You ain't even man up to stand behind what you say. Yeah, I want to apologize for calling people an idiot. You talking about getting people locked up and getting people deported, having families broke up, kids broke away from their children, bulldozing people's houses. Police gave you permission to do whatever you want to do to people, and then you want to sit here and say you're a Christian. Man, get out of here with that mess. I'm sorry. Let me hit the chat right now. Oh, we already read. Okay. So we caught up in the chat. Y'all hear this man? He said they did all that ranting, and now he want to come. Yeah, I didn't mean it, God doesn't like me doing that. Then why do it? Why can't you be a man, Kenneth? Why you can't be a man? You know, I battled for so long in between 2018 and 2019. I was at a crossroads. I wanted to do strictly religion. And I hadn't been ordained. I just felt the calling. But the people didn't want to. The people would watch and they would participate, but they were waiting. They were waiting for me to rip into somebody. They were waiting. And some people didn't come. Because we started on Sunday and then we realized that the Sabbath was Saturday. So we started doing the sermons on Saturday. And a lot of people didn't come. And I understood. But I had to come with the fact, hey, I'm good at catching people lying, and I'm good at roasting people. That's what I'm good at. My conscience is telling me that you should be doing the religion. Well, we got over 300 sermons up. I put the word out there. The video's up. Spirit told me your bread and butter is in your roasting ability. Until you get the housing, your bread and butter is in your roasting ability. Don't run from it. Embrace it. And it's a tough balance. It's a tough balance. I have to pray really hard for redemption. It is a tough balance. I'm good at destroying people, but I'm also good at giving people the information they need to have a relationship with God and Jesus. Messing around with Kenny is actually like a vacation. It's like I'm on vacation. When we get Kenny off YouTube, then I can go back to doing the religion. But I'm good at the roasting. That's what I'm good at. I shouldn't say that. I'm good at both. But people seem to appreciate the roasting more. And it got me here. We didn't have to go out there. We didn't have to sell no drugs. We didn't have to lie and cheat. We didn't have to scam nobody. We didn't have to steal. We was able to use our mouth and get through the money. Anytime we needed something, somebody would donate. People will come out the blue who I hadn't seen in months will come out the blue and donate. Right? Be like, damn, right on time. So whether or not I wanted to admit it, I'm good at roasting. I'm good at it. And you just have to understand that sometimes you can't deny who you are. Well, Kenneth Bird, you're a scammer. And you're a liar and a thief. Why can't you admit it? So how can you repent if you can't admit what you are? Why can't you repent if you can't admit who you are? If you can't admit it to yourself, how you going to convince Jesus Christ? You know that you haven't worked in 13 years, so you say. But the company ain't paid your bills. The government check has. And the fact that you can't live on that government check and pay your bills, you need to cheat and steal from people. And then you come try and preach and try to ask Jesus and God to help you cheat and steal from people. How do you look yourself in the mirror every day? Do you look in the mirror? Do you like what you see? Are you proud of yourself? You say you blessed by God. No, you're not. Because if you worried about me having an impact on your business and you say you don't need YouTube, then why not leave? Because you need it. If you didn't need it, why not leave? What are you hanging around for? Why are you still here? If you don't need it, leave. But you can't.
Very long time, and I'm a free man, and I can be out here enjoying life. I am very, very happy with that. So, with that being said, I do apologize for calling people an idiot and fool, because that's not something I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to humble myself, become more humble with Jesus, and that's what I pray on my Lord every day. That it keeps
Nah,
me
y'all
in
did
check,
this crap.
keeps me in check, keep me straight.
Well, whatever, Kitty. You know what? I haven't heard none of them songs I did. I think I want to check them out. I ain't heard none of the songs that I did. But perfect way to end this. Subscribe to the brand new channel, the Brother Derek Brand channel. I might change the name to Brand New. Brother Derek Brand New. Hey everybody. I really enjoy playing the songs I really like. You know, it's nice to insult people, but I really enjoy these songs. Subscribe, ladies and gentlemen, to Brother Derek Brand channel. Please subscribe. Subscribe to the Brother Derek new channel, Brother Derek Brand channel, because we brand new. We brand new, ladies and gentlemen, September 2024. All kitty covers will be over there, so y'all need to come. If y'all want the entertainment that I bring, stop being lazy. Come to the channel and come on over. So you can be notified whenever I make a video. Matter of fact, I'll be live on it. Come on. Y'all don't know about this. Come on. Come on. This fight music right here. If you would have given there, I'm ready to fight when I hear this. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Can't go over a minute. We out y'all. To the Brother. Hey everybody, subscribe to the Brother Derek Brand channel. Come on. Come on. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Brother Derek Brand. Come on in. Subscribe to Hey y'all, subscribe to the Brother Derek Brand channel. All the kitty covers gonna be on there. Let me show it to you. There you go, Brother Derek Brand. Make sure y'all sub. This is what it is. Hey, I'll play you in a minute for this. Brand new day, brand new day. All right, y'all. Minister Brother Derek here. We're not going to say anything derogatory because we on the big channel, but we will show you. As you can see, Killer Bird cannot produce a white. That is not white, that is green. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not white, that is green. Look at how dull the color is. We don't have to call him names to prove that his paint. There, kid. Take a look at this scammer. Look at this loser. See, he been wearing the same pants for the past 5 years, this broke motherfucker. Same pants for the past 5 years. He ain't had that same damn hat. Look at him. I got that retard. Look at that shit in the background. USPS boxes. All that you see is USPS. He can't even afford to get a real screen. He wants you to give him between $200 and $1,200 for just one of those little boxes. You want to charge you that kind of money for one of them little boxes. This man fucking delusional. Look at him. He ought to be in a home somewhere. You need to be 304 to get a bird. You need to be in a home. You need to get your head examined. You really think somebody would buy this shit you sell? Would you really get his way your credit card information? This damn junkie. Look at him. He's like a damn junkie. I'm calling you a junkie, kid. Is it crack or meth? Crack, heroin, or meth? I think you sucking with that glass pipe. And I'm telling the truth, you loser. You ain't worth 2 pieces of shit. I'm telling you to your face, punk. What you gonna do about it? You can't do nothing, sissy. And I can't get in that car. You ain't gonna do shit. You gonna kick. How do you think somebody wanna buy this shit? Seriously. This is a finished product. Let's get the white mouse. What's with that screen is white? What's with that screen is white? Like, oh, look at that. Oh, Jesus. Look how you won't go big screen. But that's okay. We're going to zoom in. Look at that. What's with that screen right there white? What the color at? No color, no white. 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 Hey, get a bird. It take me seconds. Take me to court, bitch. It take me seconds to show a judge. Your paint don't work. You can't. Throw Derek here. Look at this idiot. Look at this idiot. Get a bird, the nerd turd. Kidding the scammer, the thief, the liar, the cheat. He talked all that trash about how he was the same shit he always said. He's going to go down to the police department. He's going to go file this and go file that. He's going to get service to your door and all that shit. This pussy don't do nothing. He's a faggot. And he's a douche. You supposed to be getting Mr. Williams. Hey, everybody, let's go down here our last video tonight. Hey, Kitty, why you worried about Crow? Well, you worried about Mr. Williams, the minister, has destroyed you, sir. You know how many people are not going to buy your paint? You know how many people get? I reached today alone. In the past 4 days, our goal is to hit 10,000 people before 6 a.m. We doing a right good job. We already got one video to hit for over 3K and one video 1K. That's 4 right there. Hey, get a bird. Just like Roxanne says, go on, girl. Go on, get in, you girl. You worry about the wrong thing. That's why you gonna lose. Why you ain't got no sales, bitch. I got people singing songs about you all over the world. All over the world, people are going to work singing about Kitty, how bad his paint is. You're a loser. You're a scrub. And you get no love, Killer Bird. This bitch so I can shove you. Nobody want to hug you. You say you got God standing above you. You know, because you in hell. Killer Bird, and you smell like her shit. Killer Bird can't mix it. Not no paint. I'm sorry, kid. Your shit don't sell. You can tell us everything you want, but guess what, Killer Bird? Nobody believe you. We talk to you. One thing you can't do is flaw. Cause you ain't got no money. You a dummy. You dress bummy. You sad even when it's outside sunny. You won't take that ad, wreck that ad, plus that shit don't work, and you know it. So stop lying. Stop trying to get people to buy that shit. Killer Bird, you gotta get with it. Cause you can't grow, cause you're too slow, and you're an asshole, alright? You can't get nowhere. You don't care. You don't put no effort into your work, and then you wonder why you get your feelings hurt. Why nobody don't buy that shit, cause the shit is whack. Get a bird, stop smoking that crack. Get a bird, why don't you get a job? Stop letting lunches out like a flaw. People like a bull with a laundry room floor. Get a bird, when the last time you had a big score? It's been a while, you got no style, you'll never have a child. Or why Kid a Bird, your life is full of strife. Kid a Bird need to go under the knife and get his brain checked, get examined, get a bird. You cramming, ramming, jamming this paint into the sector where nobody buying. You keep trying, you keep lying, but just don't work. Get a bird. Well, I say you get your feelings hurt. Look at a bird. One more thing to say about you in this world. Get a bird. Just go on, girl. Go on, kid. Go on, Kendra. Kendra. Go on out of here, Kendra. Go on, girl. All right, we out. Hey, everybody. Let's go down here. Man, you keep lying. You keep talking about you don't want me to police station. You been saying that for 2 years, bitch. Nobody believe your bitch ass anymore. Fuck you, kitty. You a pussy. You gotta have white and black separate. See the white? See the black. I have separate, kitty. Now on the same screen. Get a bird got scammed before he lay down. Get a bird. Before you awake, I've already figured out 10 ways to sell you my pain. Cherish the lie, can tell anything she can think of his pain. The sound of this shit ain't no damn good. Kenneth will lie, Kenneth will lie, Kenneth will lie to sell. We know. Kenneth Bird knows that you will not buy his paint without him doing his little tricks. I call out everything and I tell him he needs to just stop doing that stupid shit. But Kenneth Bird thinks he knows it all. He listens to the devil, so Kenneth Bird can't stay out of trouble. Instead of you dumb broke piece of shit. Let me tell you something, sir. My name ain't Mr. Williams. I'm the minister. But the minister is killing your sales. Bro, Derek here, there's gotta be some mistakes in Lord. Speak to Kenny. Speak to Kenny. Speak, Lord. Speak to Kenny. Tell him that that paint ain't even worth a brown penny, much less $1, much less 200. Can anybody say you want 1,200 for a 24-inch size panel of that house paint? Speak, Lord, speak to Kenny. Please speak to Kenneth Bird. Speak to Kenneth Bird. He's a shit turd. Kid can't sleep at night. He gotta scam you right. Maybe God is trying to tell Kitty something. Maybe it's time to move on. Do something else. But Kenneth Bird only thinks about himself. He ain't worried about what God is trying to tell him. God ain't the only one. You got Crow and the guy next door. A lot of people are trying to tell Kenneth Bird something, but he don't hear ya. He won't hear you. He won't. But Kenneth Bird is going to keep trying, lying, whatever he can do to scam you. God is trying to tell kids something you Lord God is trying to tell kids thank you Lord God is trying to tell kids for something right now, right now, right now, right now. You pay subs, God is telling you that right now. You ain't gonna make a buck, God is telling you right now. Sell that shit, good luck, God is trying to tell kids something right now, right now. Right now, I want to praise the name of God and try to tell Kenneth Bird, all your pain, that shit sounds the same and look the same. Can't you know white, can't you know color, Kenneth Bird? I'm sorry, my brother, but God is trying. God is trying to tell you, God is trying to tell you something, kid. You sorry country bumpkin. God is trying to tell you something right now, right now, right now, right now. Your pain don't work, Kenneth Bird. I know your feelings are hurt, Kenneth Bird. God is trying to tell you through me, right now through me, right now through me. right now. God is trying to tell you, thank you, Lord. God is trying to tell you something, kid. God is trying to tell you something right now. Lord, speak to Candy. Yeah, I retarded. This is the reason why Kid Bird ain't got no sales. He worried about the wrong thing. There's a video about Crow. There's a video about Crow. Crow ain't the one killing your sales. I am, bitch. I got people singing songs about you all over the world. Don't you know Kid Bird, you need to give it up? That's the title of this song, sir. Kid, you're such a loser. We know that you a drug abuser. You won't get a job, cause you try to be a slob. And tell us this sorry pay for $4,098. $6, that's the shit you buy. And try to get $1,200. Come on, kid, why lie? You know you're a piece of shit. And you know there ain't no Satan to get a bird. He is a shit turd. You say that Jesus and God back you. Well, they would have to be retarded to stand behind you, kid. To stand behind you, kid. I like to see you come out first thing in the morning, still yawning. Get a bird. Get the dawn on you. I'm gonna steal your company. I'm gonna make you broke. You already broke. I'll make you a joke. The biggest joke we ever seen on you. Come on, kitty. I wish you would go away. Go get a ball and go and play. Go to It's a brother Derek here once again showing you this sorry painting, this scam by Kid Bird selling. Hey, Kid Bird, if only you knew what I would do if I get you in that courtroom. I would sweep you like I had a broom. Put you in a cocoon. Cause Kid Bird, we know you ain't got no sense, you ain't got no brains. And I keep trying to tell you, your paint is all the same. It just got different names. And Kid Bird is a pain. To watch you strain a lot of people every day and not get no financial gain. And Kitty, if only you knew what skills it took to actually make $1 for you, because you can't. Well, Kitty, if only you knew how to mix paint, maybe you would be a saint instead of being a lying piece of shit. Now, Kitty, I tried to teach you to do right, but you want to fuss and fight. You never want to do right. You want to do wrong, Kid Bird. You don't belong. On YouTube, I keep telling you to go away, but you fight so hard to stay. We need to put you in Guantanamo Bay. Just get you the fuck out. Hey, everybody. Kid Bird said you got to understand that he's going to scam you. That he's going to scam you. And if you don't buy his pain, that God is going to damn you. God's going to damn you. You got to let kids scam you. Kid said he's going to sell you paint. He's offering you a sale. He said even though his paint don't work, Kid Bird is blind. He's real. Because Kid Bird don't have no glasses and he's dumb as fuck. He thinks somebody gonna give him $1,200 for this crap. Kid Bird, good luck, but Kid Bird say stand back, cause I'm gonna scam. He said he gotta scam you, and he's gonna scam you. Don't buy his God gonna damn you. He said he need his money inside your head. He's gonna scam you. Kid Bird say he's gonna scam you. We already know that Kid Bird don't have no kind of shame. And we know it all his paint the same. He just changed the names. This man will walk around Allentown in dark, but this man won't come and show you his pay to stop changing the environment. He won't let nobody else have his pay. You know why? Because Kid Bird's going to scam you. He's got to scam you. And if you don't buy pay, God will, his God will ban you, ban you straight to hell. According to Kenneth Bird, Jesus and God answers every word. They only get disturbed when you don't let them scam you. He said you broke the word. And they gonna hit you with that book. You got to acknowledge Kenneth Bird's a crook. And you got to. The Kenneth Bird said you all damned by God. If you don't buy my paint and let me scam, you don't let me scam. Let me take the money from out your hand. Kenneth Bird is a sorry sack of shit. We know it. He's a sorry sack of shit. And this pay he don't get. He don't know how to fix. But he says one thing, you gotta let him scam. You don't let him scam. God will strike you with his hand. His God will strike you with his hand. Kenneth Bird say, stand back and let me scam. If you don't, you will be damned. I'm gonna damn you. Kenneth Bird said, I can't stand you. When you point out and my pain don't work, you know my feelings hurt, but that's okay. You gonna let me scam. Oh my God is gonna strike you down. Gonna leave you. Gonna leave you. Gonna leave you in the purgatory of hell, Hades. Kenneth Bird with a Mercedes. You'll never have a wife, never have any babies. Kenneth Bird's a fucking loser. Hey everybody. Kenneth Bird said, ladies and gentlemen, he put that piece of paper right there where he got that light blasted. Look at it blasted. Look at it. You can see it. Look at the light blasted in the back of his shirt, the back. Look at that. It's not over there. It's right there. Look at it, ladies and gentlemen. He's blowing out that piece of paper. He's blowing it out. Y'all see that? He's blowing it out. Where's brother down here? Look at this shit Kenneth Bird trying to sell. Look at this dog shit. You think somebody want to buy this? Look at that loser. Look at the loser. Look at that white light. Oh, look at all that white light. He said, look at shit green. That's green right there. That ain't white. You got a white mouth right there. Look at that green light. Look at it, look at that green. Look at it. Look at his lips. Look at that loser. That same old hat. Look at it. That same G. Buy some more pants, Kitty. Come on, man. You're like a total bum. Look at his lips. Look at that crack addict. You been sucking on that glass pipe, Kitty? Huh? You been sucking on that glass pipe? What on that screen match that mouse? What on that screen match his shirt? You're a loser. Kenneth Bird is a loser. Can I show you how this supposed to look? Can we show you how this supposed to look? Can we please show you? I'm not going to pause it. We're going to keep everything live. Can't go over a minute, though, because we just got blocked. We just got blocked for doing the video. You can't go over a minute. So what we at? We at 109? We at 110. So go. This how it's supposed to look, ladies and gentlemen. This how it's supposed to look, ladies and gentlemen. Did you say that? What that scam was trying to show you, can you see what it's supposed to look like? Can you see what it's supposed to look like, ladies and gentlemen? That's what it's supposed to look like, not that dog shit he was telling you. Let's go back to Kenneth Bird dog shit. Can we go back? Hey, let's watch Lamar. That's our quarterback, Lamar Jackson, our Baltimore Ravens. All right, y'all. That's how I supposed to look. Let's pause. Let's go back to Kenny. Kenneth Bird said, ain't no stopping me now. I'm scamming you all. I'm gonna scam you all. Kenneth Bird, you pay dog shit. I got a scammer. Look at him. Look at that scammer. Kenneth Bird, you're a loser. You're a loser. Look at that dog shit. That dog shit. He think it look good. Kenneth Bird. No sales, Kitty, no sales. Try as you might have all the sales you want. Ain't nobody gonna buy this shit. Look at the white light. Look at the white light. Did you see it come on the paper? Did y'all see it come off the paper? The white piece of paper? Where is it? Yeah. Did I close? I was to close out of it. Okay, no big deal. Back out. I was to close out of it by mistake. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. Go back in. Alrighty, y'all. It's late. I gotta bus be here at 11. We going out tomorrow. What time is it? Dang, it's 10 o'clock already? Damn. Check the chat real quick. Nobody said nothing. Alright, y'all. I'm out of here. Mobile live tomorrow, y'all. We should be live about 12:30. We should be live. We got the I'm gonna put the 360 video. Is it finished? Yeah, it's finished. All right, good. So we can go ahead and get that in. I wish I would have known that. I would have had that in coding already. So you can hit no. All right. Minimize. Actually, I could use that, but hold on a sec. We need to go in. We need to make sure that the videos. Where's the memory card? There it is. Alright, it's right there. Alright. So go to the USB drive. Alright, and that's the videos right there. The camera stopped. I'm not happy about that, but the phone, see, one day the phone went, and I ain't gonna say nothing. Delete. Alright, now, go back. There's the video right there. Go to minimize. Alright, now, come back. Give me any one of these. As long as it's not. Is this me? So that's where it was. Okay. That's where it was. All right, come back in. I don't mean to bore y'all. I should have ended the show. You ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that. Just go right here. Hit create, upload video. Alright. Now, bring that in. And you're going to bring that up. Okay. Scroll. And there it is. And just drag it in. There you go. Alright. Now, we need a thumbnail. We'll go with that one. Alright, y'all. The 360 video is encoding. The 360 video is encoding. It should be ready before the morning. Alright. I wish I would have known that before I started this show. We could have done it then. So, alright, y'all. Y'all have a good night. And I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out and texting. I appreciate it. Mobile out tomorrow. Depending on if we got to pick anybody up. I got 11 o'clock pickup, so we might get out to the mall. We might get out to the mall around 12:30. We should be live. We're gonna go shopping again. Hopefully, I'm still looking for Oreo sweatshirts, hoodie sweatshirts, or long sleeve. Hoodie sweatshirts or long sleeve is what I'm looking for. I prefer hoodies. We was able to get two. We was able to get 2 on the 3rd. I'm hoping to get some more. So we'll go back in there. We don't need no more t-shirts. We got enough Oreo t-shirts and Ravens. We have 5 Raven hoodies. So now we just need, I want 5 Oreo hoodies. Right now we got 2. We was able to pick up 2, and I got one in there. I gotta make sure I ain't got duplicates. Cause I might have a duplicate. So I might have 2 of the same thing. We'll have to look and see. But not that big a deal. Like I said, if I could pick up 2 more, I'd like to get 3 more, but I'll be satisfied with 2 more. We'll get some pouches. We're going to go to Walmart and get some food. We're going to get our watermelon. And then, we're going to get our watermelon, and then we'll, make a day of it. The weather's going to be nice tomorrow. We're going to have the speakers charged up, so we're going to be ready to jam on the one. So like I said, y'all have a great night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace, everybody. Minister Bubba Derek, and we out. Get a life, Kenny, and we out.